Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I'm just saying it really quickly, that's why I'm showcasing a starter screen, but we can slowly move on into the build for sure. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far, if it's ended for you guys. Hope you had a great day. Let me just open it up real quick for me, just so I can see the chat for you guys. If anything's too loud, please let me know so I can adjust it and stuff, because it does sound a bit different from every single other place, every other place I stream from. Harley, welcome to the stream, glad to see that. Stacy, hello, hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining today. So if you guys want a bit of a background on what we've done so far. Oh, I don't really see the let me restart the thingy chat real quick, because I'm not seeing chats from other places. Yeah, while that's doing its thing, let's move on into creating this build. So I'm using a variety of packs, Harley, but main ones would be Dream Hunt Decorator, Life and Death for sure. Quite a bit of royalty as well. We have a few base game objects here and there as well, so it's just a big mix, to be honest. But yeah, so basically what we did yesterday was well, not yesterday, but on Thursday we started off with the kitchen area, kind of finished it off late at night. And then we moved on into yesterday's stream, which is where we created our little dining room area, which I think looks amazing in my opinion. I kind of like the multi-split leveling around here. And we kind of made like a nice little landing area over here, which I think looks kind of decent. And then moving over here, we of course have the primary bathroom for the first floor. And then we have the main living room area. And then finally the office room area, which I think looks kind of interesting. I'm really happy with the current end result of it so far. I think this part of the home is definitely has got to be one of my favorite parts for the time being. And yeah, I really love this place. So we're going to move on into this part of the build though today, which is basically going to be kind of like a first story nursery area. Thanks so much for following, by the way, I appreciate it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna start off with a few kitty objects here and there. I don't really want to place a bed down here because I don't want it to replace the primary nursery that we're probably going to have on the second floor. So we're just going to try to make like a little daycare type of thing on this floor for the time being. So let me get something like this. And then we could probably either go for like a bluey theme or like an orange, just kind of like match the rest of the color scheme that we have going on. We do have quite a bit of brown as well, so kind of could tie that in if we wanted to. So let's see what we can do. Definitely, probably we'll add a changing table to the first floor, despite it not really going to be like the main sleeping headquarters for the nursery, but I think it's still fine. We'll add like one of these ones, which is actually what I did with my previous build as well. Just adding like one along the wall makes it a bit more convenient. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, kind of gonna go for a nicer bluey theme for this build. At least gonna attempt to, at least. Maybe like this one looks kind of decent over here. You can change this, maybe something like that. I feel like blue feels more generic than it, like all the other colors, to be honest. Like maybe like an orangey, greenish type of one as well. Could look kind of interesting. Let's see what we got over here. I just want to incorporate stuff that I probably wouldn't be able to use within the nursery itself, you know, so. No, I don't have a family for the house at the moment, no. I'm just kind of going off of what I'll generally have within a house this big, you know? So like, because we have quite a bit of space, I'm like, you know what, might as well just create well, like, just like try to incorporate as many functional rooms as possible. So like, even though we're gonna have like a nursery on the second floor, sorry, we're gonna probably find it a little bit more useful to have a nursery on the first floor as well, just so you don't have to keep going up and down, you know, like it just makes gameplay a little bit easier in my opinion, at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna find a few objects. Hold on, let me go to here very quickly. We're gonna get a rocking chair as usual. This is kind of like a common thing that I do throughout most of my nurseries on the first floor. Basically, yeah, just going off of what I think would kind of work for a big family home like this. Because I feel like if you're wealthy enough to have a big home like this, you probably will want to have a bit more quality of life features, you know? So yeah, just trying to go off of that. And let's see what else we can do. Maybe we can make like a cloud theme. That is kind of one of my favorite common ones to do. Doing like the plain clouds all over the place could be kind of fun. I mean, we do have a cloud rug here as well. I know I added one of these like play mats here, but I do want to add a few more like standalone toys and like stuff like that as well. I don't know, sometimes these toys just don't really feel that fun to like. I don't know, they don't feel really engaging for some reason. I don't know, but it's all good. Let's see. Maybe something like this over here. You know, we don't even need to size it down. We have quite a big amount of space to work with. And I don't really want to bother adding like so many like tiny toys. I feel like they're not really that necessary. Let's see what else we got. We could kind of add like one of those potty trainer things over here as well, and we can add the high chair as well. Maybe I'd like the potty trainer in here instead. Hold on, let me do that really quickly. I feel like one in this like corner could work, and especially since it's like kind of close to each other, it's kind of convenient. If someone was to play in this build and they wanted to have the nursery on the first floor, they can just easily add a crib, you know, and just make it convenient for themselves. But I kind of want to make both of the floors feel functional for every type of life stage. So we're just not gonna place a bed in here. But we should definitely change this also, like it's not going to work for this build. Let's go into kids decorations. Hey Brandon, I'm doing alright, thank you. How are you doing? Thanks so much for joining tonight as well. Glad to hear. Oh, is that like a confirmed date, Brandon? Because I heard someone else in the chat it was like a few days ago, Aeneas said the same thing. They're gonna release like an update on the 21st, I believe. But like, isn't that so far away though? Like, there's still like 10 days for that, which is insane. 10 days of struggle, basically. That's what everyone's been saying. I don't know if you're keeping up, Brandon, but any thoughts on the World Cup? Which team you think is going to win? Are you supporting a side in particular? I feel like I have high hopes in England. Just been chilling today. I haven't done too many crazy things today. Just kind of tried to lay back a bit because I did sleep a little bit late. You think England? Yeah, I think it's gonna be England too, hopefully as well. I do actually have it open off to the side so I can get updated while I'm on a live stream. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what's gonna happen because it is the quarterfinals, you know. So you said the beat in the Beast musical I was saying about. Oh right, okay. How did it go? Sorry if you said that and I completely forgot about it. I assume that was probably the reason why you weren't on the stream. But I hope it went well and lived up to your expectations and stuff. No, I don't want to add that. That is the funniest response ever, man. Oh my days. It was incredible. I was expecting to be bald, but it was perfect. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. That comment is so funny, man. Oh my days. It was so unexpected. That's why it's so funny. I thought you were gonna be like, oh no, you know, I'm not an actor. I'm just a photographer or whatever. You know, that's out the blue. Oh yeah, I need to change the wallpaper for this room. It looks so dull and sad for nursery. I do always go back to this one, don't I? Quite a bit. I do like using this wallpaper in particular quite a lot. You should definitely go see it. Honestly, Brandon, I've never been into musicals. Like in school, I did do like, you know how you have to do like compulsory drama. I never hated it. I wasn't one of those kind of people, but I don't know. I don't know if I will enjoy watching other people live perform. I never seen it before, so I can't judge it. That's the thing. I can't say anything bad about it because I've never seen it. So yeah, I can't really judge it, but maybe I'd love to go and see it one day. I swear they're quite expensive. Oh, these are not kid-like wallpapers. I'm gonna just go for this one at this point. It's just so much more convenient to use. Mamma Mia musical is coming to Nottingham, trying to convince everyone. For some it can be about 60 a ticket. How long does it usually go for? Is it like only like an hour or two or something, or is it like more than that? I knew. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. You're late today? Honestly, you're very early because we had a late start. So, you know, I feel like you're right on time. But thank you so much for joining today. So I hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Builder, who about you? Yeah, but I'm really bad. Honestly, Harley, you can create some amazing stuff even without packs. Thanks for the likes, ice cream. Frame. Okay, so if it's on like average like £60 a ticket and you're getting like 2 hours of content, I mean, I guess it's all right. I'm gonna try to add a few of these photo frames on here. Oh, 20 a ticket is nothing. You got a big money, you got good value out of your money at that point. I thought like on average like those kind of like shows would be very expensive, but wow, 20 is not bad. That's kind of like a cinema thingy, like a cinema ticket. Front row, £20 a ticket is not bad. Honestly, I feel like for front row tickets being £20, that's really cheap actually. Yeah, I do have some base game builds. They're not like the craziest, most custom builds, but they do feature quite a few unique stuff in them. So you can definitely check those out if you want to. No pressure, obviously. But yeah, the only thing about base game, like just building with base game, is that you have to get a bit creative with what you got. Because you're very limited, you have to kind of combine things, whereas like maybe you would find something in a pack. You can try to like you wouldn't really need to combine stuff, you know, but when it comes to like just like trying to make something work nicely, or like the way you want it to with just base game, kind of have to merge things together, a bit of trial and error, see what kind of works and what doesn't. But truly, just base game is honestly not that bad. Like, it's not as bad as it was like a few years ago. A few years ago it was terrible. Like now we have like those, you know, those sliding glass doors. We have those very modern mirrors as well. Like all of those things, sorry, mirrors, windows, sorry, that I pretty much use in most of my builds as well, like in combination with other packs. So you can definitely make some very good houses with those. If those didn't exist, I'll be like, oh, you know, you need like, I don't know, eco lifestyle or something like that to have like the modern window frames and stuff, but you honestly don't need to. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I was out with friends. Oh, nice, Anya. I hope you had a great day today so far. Hidden the weird devs from the Fire Game Studios here watching. Oh, love to see it. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great time watching, I guess. I hope you guys had a great Saturday as well. I appreciate it. Yeah. When we didn't have pools, honestly, I wasn't there when they didn't have pools. Thankfully, I wasn't. I didn't play Sims 4 like when it first came out in 2014. That's way too early. I was kind of like playing other stuff during that time. I only started with like The Sims 2 and Sims 3, and then I kind of had a break from like moving on to Sims 4 because I didn't like play The Sims in general. Like I had like a bit of a gap, and then I kind of went back to The Sims 4 because I really liked the way the builds were looking and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you know what? I like building, so let me get back into that hobby, you know. Time when we couldn't all place windows and doors. There was a time like that? Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Toy Story? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that then. We need a bit of reminiscence. When is this match gonna start? I'm looking at the thing and it's like, from my understanding, it hasn't even started yet. I'm gonna place a tree right behind here. I like kind of adding stuff like this, like a little sticker. Might not feel really realistic, but I think it's kind of like artsy and creative for like a child home or like room. But she said only werewolf and vampire. Honestly, werewolf and vampire are pretty fun as well. I mean, if you enjoy those kind of like occult type of Sims, then why not? Like, there's no problem with those. But you will get more value if you go for like an expansion pack. If you go for an expansion pack, you're gonna get like if you pick like a specific one, you will get a world. Oh yeah, I'm gonna move from this. I'm gonna move on from this room, by the way. You're gonna get like a world. You're gonna get even more stuff, right? Like you're not just gonna get items and like a bit of like a cult. You're gonna get a world, some extra gameplay functionality, and probably like over 100 items, you know. So it's a bit more value for your money, in my opinion. If you're someone who's looking to just build. If you're not just a builder, then obviously the gameplay matters a little bit more in that sense. Which match? There's a football match going on at the moment between Norway and England. What type of buildings do you like? Do you prefer more? Oh, you're asking. I was gonna say, Brandon, you should know by now. But no, it wasn't directed at me. Yeah, I'm gonna move on into this area now. We thought about creating like one side to be basically, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms is what I was trying to get at. We're gonna have 2 bedrooms over here. One's gonna be a little bit smaller than the other, which I think is fine. Yep, exactly that, Harley. Let's see. I don't want to place too many fancy bedrooms on the first floor solely because we're going to be doing that for the second floor. You know, I'm trying to save the good stuff for the second floor so I don't have too many repetitive looking rooms and stuff and beds. Maybe use a blue one over here and then we can use something else over on this side. Yeah, literally spot on. It's like 9 minutes in right now, literally. Hit a choice, what would you rather have? Your bedroom on the first or second floor? Honestly, Brandon, I've seen like, I'm gonna kind of like walk around the question a bit, but there's context to it. I've seen people. Oh, it's actually a really nice bed from the make kit. It is free, by the way. I did not buy this. That's actually not bad. It's not a bad bed. But yeah, basically I saw a person who does like YouTube content. They build their own home in America and they placed their primary bedroom suite on the first floor when they could have done it on the second floor, and they had like a really luxurious ensuite and stuff, and it led you directly into like the open floor plan area for the living room and kitchen area. I think that's a really good idea. I really like the idea of that, but I'm a bit more of like a traditionalist. I would rather have my bedroom on the second floor, as 99% of primary bedroom suites within existing homes currently are. So even if you're not going to get a new built home, most likely you're going to have the primary bedroom suite on the second floor anyway, and that's kind of like my preference as well. But what would you go for? Like, would you rather have it be on the first floor or the second floor? Will I be able to get that bed? Yeah, they're all for free. They're completely free on the marketplace, Harley. If you go to the marketplace and filter by the free filter, you'll be able to select a few objects from there that come completely free to everybody. You can also download custom content if you are if you're a PC player. I assume you might be new to The Sims. I think it makes sense on the first floor, especially for when getting older. Yeah, I feel like it definitely does make sense to have a first floor primary suite, but in my mind it just feels wrong. Like, why is the bedroom on the first floor, you know? I mean, maybe it could make it kind of convenient rather than having to go up and down. Maybe if you have like some sort of like joint issue like within your bones and stuff, maybe you can consider having a bedroom on the first floor if you're going to get like a custom built home. But for me, I personally just would prefer having the bedroom, you know, on the second floor. Oh, you play on PS5, right? Okay, so then I guess, well, you still have access to the marketplace, so you can grab a few things for free from there at least. But yeah, if you were to buy any expansion pack or something like that, I would definitely recommend you to buy like an expansion pack, not like a game pack, just so you can get a bit more value for your money. Maybe start off with like seasons and then see if you like it. If you want more, then you can get it from there, continuing onward. But it definitely depends on what kind of things you want to do in the Sims. I wouldn't say buy random packs. Definitely look into it and see if it would be worth your money and stuff. You're older, you want it first of all, like grandparents, sweet, or mother-in-law. Honestly, Norm, like I understand the second point, like of it, like, you know, when if you're getting older, or if you want guests over or whatever, like I understand the appeal of having the primary bedroom suite on the first floor. But I don't know, it's just it's a bit more of like a modern thing. Like it's seen more commonly within like newer homes, you know. It's not something that happens in like a lot of older homes. I don't know, it's just, it honestly also very much depends on preference as well, like if you want a house like that. I don't know, plus like how long do you even plan on staying in like the same place as well, and like, you know, there's so many different factors. But like without thinking too deep into it, regardless of if I was like old or young, I would want my bedroom to be on the second floor. I don't know, there's just something about it. I want to have like a second story. I have another question for you guys though, even though that wasn't even my question. But would you guys prefer, let's say you guys had like all the money in the world, would you guys get like a very luxurious mansion that is a single story mansion, like it's a huge home, very big footprint, right? It has everything, swimming pool, gym, whatever you want, but it's a single story home? Or would you get something that's a little bit smaller, but it's double stories? You still get like a pool, your own gym, but it's just a smaller footprint, because obviously it's not going to be spread out a lot. It's going to be stacked on top of each other in like a very luxurious design or whatever. What would you guys pick out of that? I would love to know. I'm kind of curious. But you know what? I kind of picked this bed that kind of has like a burgundy color to it. So we're kind of going with these tones for this bedroom instead. How to feel safe upstairs. Storyline ideas, please. Angelina. Storyline ideas. I'm so generic though. You're gonna be like, this guy's so boring. Maybe a single mom with her 2 kids. She's a nurse living in an apartment and trying to save up. Yeah, I'm trying to get money, but it's quite hard since I can't get a job because I'm underage. Ah, I see. If I could have anything, I would live on a small boat or small van life. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned about that van life thing, Brandon, before. To me, it just sounds like a nightmare. Like, I want to be able to, like, you know, like if I want to take a bath, I can take, not a bath, but like if I want to take a shower, I can take a shower when I want. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh, am I gonna run out of water? You know, I don't want to think about that. Or like, you know, like hot and cold water, or like just like disposing waste. Like, it's just so much work. It's not so much work. It's not even about the work. It's more so just about like, it's just a lot, you know. I wonder if you do live in a van though, or like in a caravan, are you like tax free then? Do you not have to pay like council tax or something? I wonder if you'll know, Brandon. Imagine that's like a whole like loop to escape it. Because technically you're not living in like a house, and you're not even paying like water bill, electricity bill. Yeah, big house would feel too big. I'm happier when I have less stuff around me. Interesting. Road tax probably triples. Oh, true. Wait, but would the government know that you're living in out of like your own car or like a van or something like that? Like, would the government know about that? Do you have to let them know? Or are you just like or are you just like considered homeless? I'm really I have no like ideas about this kind of things. I never really considered even like looking into it because I'm like, I would never do that in my entire life. God forbid I ever fall in a situation like that, but I would not want to live in a in like a little camper van or something. You need to tell them because they have to send mails and stuff. I would go for single story option, no climbing stairs when you're older and not as fit anymore. That is honestly true, I know, yeah. I love how like, oh yeah, yes, if I had elevator loot, then the second story would be nice. Oh, that's a good idea as well. Yeah, Dawn, technically, if within the story that I mentioned, if it's going to be like a very luxurious home, regardless of if it was 2 stories or single story, then yeah, you can obviously have an elevator if you wanted to in that sort of scenario, for sure. Oh, 100% Brandon. I'm going with that second story. I have to have a second story home. I mean, I do... Okay, if you guys have seen Kim Kardashian's home from the exterior, you guys would know that her home is double stories, but only the middle bit of her home is double story, not the actual back end and like the sides and stuff like that. It's only the middle bit, and 90% of her home is on the first floor. If my house was that big, I wouldn't think about a second floor. I wouldn't go for a second story home. But if I'm going for something like let's say like a $4 million mansion that has like 4 to 5 bedrooms or 6 bedrooms, but they're all spacious, like a really spacious home, then I would rather it be 2 stories. But if I have like a really like insanely oversized home where it has like 8 or 9 bedrooms, I wouldn't mind going for either one that has double stories or single stories. But to me personally, I kind of default to looking at homes that have double stories. Even when it comes to my references as well, I do enjoy building a lot of single story homes, but 90% of the time I do a lot of these double story ones. I just like them a little bit more, to be fair. And I don't really think about like the, oh, if I'm old type of scenario, because I'm just like, I don't want to think about that. So yeah, just avoiding that question right there. That was confusing me. What's upstairs? Everything looks like it's downstairs. Oh, you mean as in like her home? Would you rather have an ensuite or a walk-in wardrobe? I would rather have, I think I would rather have a ensuite. I'm not even gonna lie. If I had to pick between one or the other, I think an ensuite would be so convenient. It would make you feel like you're kind of at a resort. You can always dedicate, let's say like you have like 6 bedrooms, you can always dedicate one of those spare bedrooms to be your own wardrobe. You know, it doesn't have to be connected to your room, you know, if you wanted like walk-in wardrobe. But an ensuite is so specific to a bedroom because like it's literally connected to it. I mean, you know, I don't know, but I would love both. If I was really rich, of course, I think everyone would love both for the sake of convenience. But yeah, I do understand the whole approach of like picking the single story home or like picking something when you're like thinking about your future. That is definitely the best way to go about it. But when it comes to me, I'm just like, oh, I really want a double story home. I'm honestly just trusting the process with this room right now. I've never really created a red themed room like this ever before in my life. So, I mean, I have, but I've used the life and death objects, so they kind of feel a little bit more modern. I feel like this definitely does stem towards the more traditional values and stuff like that. So, trying to make everything blend in together really quickly. And it's not an easy thing to do if you're not used to this kind of style. I never do this kind of style, just so you guys are aware. I do use these objects, but not in these colorways. not having to wait, shouting hurry up. Well, I mean, if you still have like one of everything, then I mean, you could still complain about it, to be fair. If you were kind of like adamant in both using, if you were both adamant in using the walking, sorry, if you were both adamant in using the ensuite. But yeah, honestly, as long as like, even if I live in a small home, like even in like the future, if I ever end up in like a smaller home, I would at least want the interior to kind of match my style, you know? I don't know how I feel about this, I'm not gonna lie. I think let's go for a red rug. I mean, a white rug, sorry. I think that's gonna look a little bit nicer. Everything is gonna be a bit too like beige red, beige red, beige red. It's just not gonna look good. So let's switch up a bit. That kind of matches the pattern that we have on the thing. I wonder if I just change the bed at this point. I don't know, I can't match this bed to anything else. Oh, I do like that green though. We could go for a green. Should I go for a green? Oh, we do have a good green. Okay, you know what? This bedroom's gonna be green. I apologize. Curtains don't need to be green though. Not everything has to be the same color, you know. There we go, something like that. I think that looks way better than what we had before. That red was a bit too much. Maybe orange walls, deep orange. I think you were talking about like this kind of orange. Kind of works for this bedroom as well, you know, like even if we don't have the red, I mean, I can still keep that. Still kind of like stands out, you know. Low key though, circling back to the elevator thing that Dawn mentioned in the chat, I don't like, sometimes like, you know, when you watch like house tours and stuff and you see like really luxurious homes have like elevators and stuff, isn't it all a bit scary? Like, if that gets stuck there, you're kind of cooked. You know, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody, it's not like a lobby in like a hotel lobby where eventually sooner or later someone's gonna realize that it's stuck. It's literally your own home. So like, if you're stuck in there, you're stuck. Like, it's actually kind of scary. I assume there is like a support or help button in there, something like that, that kind of like, if you click on it, someone might come to your home and like kind of help you. But besides that, I feel like, I don't know, it is kind of scary to have an elevator in your own home where like it doesn't have access to anybody else. Like, if someone, even if someone had to help you, they'll have to like break in if they don't know who you are. If you know, like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too deep into it and they probably never break, but I mean, you can never trust anything, you know. They will have like these very fancy glass elevators and I'm just like, oh my days, if that one day stops, no, it doesn't matter how rich you are, you're stuck in there. It's like, it's a horrible nightmare to think about. Oh yeah, I wanted to place a wardrobe over on this side of the room. So this side is going to be empty. We could add a fireplace. Maybe like a fireplace and TV moment up here. Could look kind of cool. I mean, that TV looks very sad though. They don't really have like a proper seating area, but I think that's fine. It would be like getting stuck on a chairlift. Obviously, I would rather be stuck on a chairlift than in my at-home elevator. Because at least, you know, with like a chairlift, you don't have a chairlift at home, so eventually... Oh, wait. Oh, I see what you mean now. I was thinking about, like, for some reason, I I was thinking about like the chairlift, you know, the ones where you like go skiing and you sit on the chair and it lifts you up. But no, you're talking about the staircase chairlift. I mean, true, because if you're stuck on the like right in the middle of that staircase area, you're kind of cooked because you can't get out to walk. Yeah, that's actually. But at least you're out in the open, you know. Like maybe if you have your phone next to you, someone could come and help you. But I feel like for an elevator, if it's like stuck in the middle, or like all the way down at like the basement level, and it like goes way too low, you know, like you're kind of cooked. Unless your phone's with you. And you can like maybe like call for help. Will definitely happen to us. Yeah, and that is the reason why I will never, no matter how rich I get, even if I have one in my home, I probably wouldn't use it. I'll be too scared to, or it will have to have like some safety precaution or something attached to it. Because there's no way I'm going in there without a phone. That I have to be able to call someone or something. If they break a door to help save me, then, you know, so be it. I went for the green theme. Maybe if we go for like a darker wood around here, then it's going to kind of complement that dark green a little bit more as well. I'm gonna place a few of these around here and change all the colors as usual. I wonder if I should add the different wallpaper around here as well to make it look a little bit more interesting. In a lift, you can't even shout for help too. Exactly. As the lifts scare me, honestly, a lift. I did get stuck in a lift when I was young. And that did traumatize me. I was literally already scared of lifts. And when I say scared, I don't mean like I have like a phobia of it. I can obviously go in a lift, there's no problem. And if I get stuck right now, I won't like panic and scream and cry to death, you know. But like when you're a kid, it's a different experience because you're alone in there. And it was just I don't know if the workers were playing a prank on me or something, but the lights turned off and I was soaking wet because I just came out of the pool, and it was just, well, I wasn't soaking wet, but like I had like a towel over me because it was in like a, only me, man, only me. I was literally waiting for the hotel elevator to open, and oh my days, that is it's reminding me of what happened. I literally had like a towel around me, like over my shoulders. I remember I was like probably like 11 or like 10, 11, 12 max. I wasn't older than that. And I went upstairs alone to go to the room. I don't know why sorry. I didn't go alone. I mean, I did go alone, but I wasn't going to my room. I was going to the underground bit so that we can go into like the sauna slash indoor swimming pool area, which has like a little hot tub and whatever. This was in the resort. And then so I click to go down. Well, someone gets out. Okay, one guy gets out of there, and then I go in. Nobody else follows after me. I go in the elevator, and it closes off. Right, everything is fine. I click the -1 button. It says it's going down, and then it starts going down. And then the second it passes the door area, it stops. It immediately stops. The light is still on, and then a few moments later, the lights go off. And then the help button, you know what, those are actually so useless. You click the help button, but they don't like, it doesn't actually do anything. I've pressed the help button a lot. I tried to open that thing with my bare hands, with my 12-year-old hands. I ain't opening that. Like I was literally like, I actually did scream for help though, because I was a kid. I was kind of scared. I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm stuck in here forever. Because as a kid, you're like, oh my god, what if this elevator falls? You know, like sometimes they used to scare people with like elevators falling and like crashing down or whatever, and like it just being like basically like death or something. So as a kid, you're scared of stuff like that, obviously. So I mean, even now, if that happens to me, I wouldn't scream and cry, but like, you know, I'll still be like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do to get out of here? But yeah, those little alarm thingies, it's just an alarm where the elevator is. It's not like a thing where like I don't know if it alerts them. I don't know if there's like a system for that, but it just makes like a little like Nino sound, you know, like that's it. Yeah, I'll continue with my story. Hold on. I want to read the chat. Are you as good as building us in? That's really kind. I appreciate that, Harley. I would say I'm alright, but only because I have a bit of experience under my hand. No, I'm like Tanzan the same way. We both love detail, but I'm a bit more shortcut. Honestly, mate, I'm a bit shortcut here and there as well. It depends on the build. My best tip is to get a real picture. Oh, yeah, definitely. Reference is so important. You two inspire me. I want to build like you. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much, Hardy. I'm sure you can create amazing builds as well. I'll be scared now. Thankfully, that hasn't traumatized me. My gardens are insane. Yeah, they're alright. But yeah, once continuing the story, once it was all like pitch black and stuff, after like I don't know, I think there was a camera in there. Do you know what? I think they did it on purpose. I don't know. I feel like they might have done it on purpose because nobody came and like actually opened it. The elevator automatically, like the lights came back on, and the elevator just continued going back down. I wonder if it was because someone else pressed something on like that basement level when I was gonna go there, but I don't think anyone else went back into that elevator. I don't remember that part, but I remember oh my days, my sister, she was, and my cousin, they both were like looking at me as I entered that little, I remember it was like made of glass, and they were literally waiting for me down there because like obviously I was a kid. They were kind of like shocked. They knew I was gonna come there, but I was running late, so they're like, what happened to this kid? So then I go there and they see me and my legs are just shaking, like my knees, and they're just like, what the hell happened? And I'm just like, oh god, you don't want to know. But yeah, they knew about the story as well. So like they're like my alibis. Like you can't fake stuff like that when you're a kid. Like trembling knees as a kid is insane. But honestly, it was worth it. That hot tub experience was really nice. That was the only time I ever went in a hot tub. And then we went into the elevator all together and it was all completely fine. So I think it was a prank on me. I don't know if the workers were pranking me or something, but I feel like they probably did. Which if they did, they're such shitheads. But I don't know, you never really know. Do you remember your first build? Do you mean as in like my first build in The Sims 4 or like my first build within The Sims in general? Definitely a guy watching on camera on a board shift. Honestly, Brandon, if that's the case, I would not go past it. I wouldn't think past it. I would not be surprised, unfortunately. But that's so evil, man. Why would you do that to like such a young kid? What would your favorite pack be? My favorite pack is the businesses and hobbies expansion pack, solely because I just like businesses in general, and I feel like the overall system in the game is good. The items are good as well because I build in a lot more like a modern style and stuff, so a lot of the objects from there cater to me very nicely. Please never place candle like this in a place like this in real life. You will literally burn your entire house down. I'm just doing it in The Sims because I like the way it looks and just to like populate the area with a bit of clutter here and there, but please do not do stuff like this in real life. I mean, I know you guys have brain cells enough to know that that's not going to be good enough. Like, that's not a good thing to do, but you know, just for anyone out there who might be thinking, like, oh, you know what, let me place a non-lit candle. Even a non-lit candle could light up somehow. It will find a way. Just avoid it by any means. I would recommend businesses and hobbies, but if you're gonna get your first ever expansion pack, I probably maybe not start with businesses and hobbies unless you want to play with like businesses and hobbies over and over and over and over and over again. I would rather go for something like seasons because you get to plan out like your own calendar. You have like different holidays and seasons and stuff like that. Obviously, it's literally in the name, so it's a bit more diverse, you know. I wouldn't suggest going for like a really niche expansion pack, like I say, like cottage living. It's all about like the countryside farms and stuff like that. It's an amazing pack, but just having that without having like seasons or whatever, you're kind of just like, it does feel a bit lackluster. So yeah, you definitely have to do a bit of research into whatever you want to get, or like what kind of things you enjoy doing within the game in particular. Otherwise you have to otherwise you're not going to enjoy it. Basically, the best update we can have is to have endless levels, maybe 10 max. That's actually a good idea. Seasons comes with it, yep. Yeah, like Christmas, Easter, basically those kind of holidays. I don't know, not Easter actually. Halloween, sorry. Yeah. And obviously you can get like snow, rain, lightning and stuff. You can get lightning struck. There's like so many different things that could happen to you within seasons, which is why a lot of people suggest it for everybody who is like buying new packs. But do you know what? If I had to genuinely suggest something for you, if you really wanted to be like a builder or something, I would say don't start on PlayStation 5. I would say start on PC. Even if your computer's not good enough to run The Sims 4, you can like put it on the lowest settings and just like get like performance graphic mods and stuff like that. Like because the PS5 limits you with like certain controls. Like you can't do every single intricate detail that you can do with the PC, sorry. Yeah, I really want I would love free curved stairs as well. Like I want the curved stairs to apply to all the other stairs instead of just like stretching it out. I agree with you, but the curved stairs does come with royalty. So you see these ones, but you have to keep in mind that towards the back they are flat like this, so you know it's not like, you know, you still have to get a bit creative with like covering up a little bit or like sticking a wall next to it and stuff like that. If you don't have a PC, that's not a problem at all. It's just letting you know, like, to be realistic and stuff. Like, I don't know what you can and can't do, but I just know that a lot of people who play PS5, they can't get as specific or creative when it comes to, like, let's say they want to adjust something, or like they want to like use mod and stuff like that. Like they can't do those kind of things, so they just like have to rely on other people to do it and then upload it to the gallery and stuff like that. So yeah, there's just like a lot of small things like that to consider. Like going up 10 floors. Oh, you mean that kind of level? Okay, I agree with you, Brandon. I wish we had, you mean like different floor levels? Yeah, I agree. I wish we had more than 4. 4 is so lame. What is 4 gonna do? Oh, offices will be so cool, especially with like businesses and hobbies. If you can have like every single, oh, that would be so amazing. But it's so limiting to have 4 levels. Even sometimes with like my mansions and stuff, I did actually consider adding a 5th level on one of them like very long time ago. Also, to answer a question from before when you said if I remember my first build, yes and no. I think one of my first few builds consisted of a YouTube celebrity's home, which was basically like my dream home. I really love that home in particular. It was so perfect. It was a 4-bedroom home. It was a Cape Cod style mansion. It had 4 bedrooms. It went for about like $4.5 million in real life. Oh my days, that home is so perfect. Like it had like plain white kitchens with like the marble countertop. It had like paneling for the cabinets themselves, like open floor plan with like the living room and the kitchen area, wainscoting all around the entire home. It was so nice, and it had like light wooden flooring. It was just 10 out of 10 for me. The only thing I would change, the flooring to all be tiling like this one. I want this exact tiling in real life. Like I wanted to do stuff like this like, sorry, I don't even have a home to do something like this, but like in my future home, I've always wanted something like this. Even before Lovestruck came out with this, like I always loved having huge, exaggerated tiles that kind of don't even feel appropriate within the interior. Like they kind of look like an outdoor type of like patio type of thing. But I love it when it's used in the interior. Like these really huge tiles are just amazing there. Also, it's been 41 minutes and the match hasn't even started. Oh no, it has. My bad. Oh wait, Norway scored. I'm being delusional. I'm like, did it start? It did start. Of course it did. 1-0. You're the standing. Could you place to 2 and wrap it the whole way around the stairs, if that makes sense? Did I have a basketball on the rooftop? On the rooftop? No. Is Dubai your style in terms of house exterior? I do like... Okay, I hate building really tiny modern homes in the Sims 4 that look like they can't even house a single sim. But that's kind of like the design and style of the homes in Dubai. In real life, that kind of style is really nice. But another thing that I hate so much, you would never catch me having a house like this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not, let me not talk too big. But I hate when, you know, when you go to like a resort or like even to like these more hot climates, you know how there's like millions of the same home, like the same villa, like back to back to back to back to back, like the same style. I absolutely hate that kind of thing. I don't like those kind of like the same villa aligned in a row like soldiers going like 10 or 20 of them. I hate that. It just feels so... I don't know if dystopian is the right word to use there. It just doesn't really feel real to me. I don't like the way it looks. With the stairs, I meant like how you can have it on the end, so you can place on the other side too, the back side. You mean like over here? Like all the way towards the back? The only thing I wish we had with the staircase was, you see how we can move this? I wish we had one for each railing. So if you pick double railing, you can have 2 of these sliders, one for the left side, one for the right side. Because right now, like let's say like if I had like a really custom design, I wanted maybe like only the left side to go all the way up, not the right one to go all the way up, you know? And you can't do that. So, you know, it kind of sucks. What's the ending? Would you please? Yeah, I know. You don't mean like this build in particular, but I was just trying to like showcase it. Like I would have really loved those like handle slider thingies. I wish there was like 2 of them. It would have been much better. But I don't understand what you mean about like the wrapping around thingy, so I do apologize. I can't answer it because I have no clue what you're on about. I believe they call this like a Jack and Jill bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of basically like a bathroom where 2 different bedrooms have access to it, but the outside doesn't. So only they have access to it. I would personally hate something like this in real life. If I had a fancy home, I would not want 1 bedroom to be sharing 2 bedrooms to be sharing 1 bathroom. Let's see. Let's go for a modern approach, why not? That's so close to the door. That's the only problem with these Jack and Jill bathrooms. Everything is so close to each other, so you kind of end up having to place so many odd things in weird ways just to make it work. I've never seen it. Jack and Jill from Adam Sandler, or is Adam? I believe Adam Sandler is the actor, so he's in it. Could you extend it all the way to the hallway and make 2 small bathrooms? That's true. We could do that. Should we do that? I was like, oh, you know, let me make something unique for the build. But if we're down to do that, then yeah, why not? I mean, we can get rid of this like really ridiculous fireplace thing as well. We could just place over here. See how it's gonna look. I think we could split it. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay, I think I like that a little bit more. I mean, I did like the complexity of the other version, but I think both of them having like their own bathroom just makes a little bit more sense to me. I don't know. Oh shit, England scored. So it's 1-1 at the moment, if in case you guys wanted a bit of an update. But yeah, just gonna align these up over here, and we could place like maybe like a wind mirror over here, or maybe like a chair. I don't really place a lot of chairs within my bedrooms. I just don't really find it necessary. Just like here and there occasionally. If we win the 24-hour live con. Oh, you wanted me to keep the wardrobe? Yeah, but we can still extend the wardrobe out. It's all good. We still have the wardrobe design. It's not a problem. "24-hour live" though is crazy. Even the bigger streamers struggle to do that, let alone little old me. 24 hours with us, thought you would have a migraine from stress the next day. Honestly, the last thing I need is you and Zara just bickering for 24 hours about the most random topics ever. Like, people just come in and be like, what the hell is going on here? Let me just leave real quick. I'm not getting involved with this, whatever's going on here. I do really like this this dark green color. Like, this is like a 10 out of 10 with like the gold chef kiss, like chef's kiss. Like, this is so good. Watch her popping out. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It's happened it's happened too many times to be a coincidence. Maybe she has like a little notification thing where it's like name mentioned. It's like she pops in. Oh, yeah, I need to find the wall sconces. Yeah, normally I never really do something like this, which is using different wall sconces around the entire build. Normally I just stick to like one in particular and just like kind of go for that everywhere. But for this build I kind of felt a little bit more adventurous apparently, and used quite a few different ones here and there. So I hope you guys don't mind it too much. But I think it's kind of like helps add a bit of variation to the build overall. I could have not wasted the space and added a shower unit area, but Not really gonna bother with that. Imal, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining and for the question. What are those blocks from that you use in the bathrooms? These are from the sleep bathroom kit. These ones right here. Rock solid Forks wall. Hope that's how you say it. But yeah, it's a very good wall. I really love using this. So you can use it as like a divider for a room. It doesn't have to be within the bathroom itself, but I really love the way this looks. So yeah. We need a favorites item and build by. Yeah, this mod has it actually. So if I go to favorites, you can see, apparently I have this as the favorites. But you can basically use your middle mouse button to favorite stuff. So let's say like this is my favorite toilet, Snowy Escape. I can, you see how that little blue thing is here? So if I go to favorites, there you go, you'll see the toilet here. But I don't really use it. I don't really find any purpose for it because I already know where everything is, unfortunately, because of the amount of times I've been building. I have like a mental map of like how I need to navigate and stuff and what I need to do. For me, it would be so helpful. What mod is it from? It's Better Build By mod. It's built within it. All you need to do is just press the middle mouse, you know, the wheel, just press on it, and then you see that blue star thingy that happens. And you can, if you accidentally clicked it, you can always click it again and it turns red, or if it just disappears like that. I hope you can find it useful because I've never really tried to use it, is what I'm trying to say basically. It's not because it's a bad feature. I think it's amazing. I just don't use it because I build so much. I already know where everything is. I don't need to favorite it and categorize it in its own place. I'm here every day just silently watching from bed. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much, Imar. I really do appreciate it. Really appreciate your presence all the time. I'm doing all right, thank you. I hope you are doing amazing as well. I hope you had a great Saturday. And a bit of an update on the weather as well. It's been pretty decent so far in the UK. It wasn't like insanely hot today. It was a bit windy here and there. But, you know, it was all right. It was still hot though, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm gonna start a Sims 4 account on TikTok. Yeah, go ahead, Harley. Who's stopping you? Go for it. If you have like something in mind that you want to share, why not? I'll always be I'll always encourage people to like get into creating content and stuff like that. You're not gonna lose anything out of it besides a bit of time, you know, if everything fails. But it's worth a try because, you know, you get to learn a new skill along the way and stuff. Just be aware that it is going to take time and effort before you see something happen or like change occurs and stuff. Like, it's not like an overnight type of thing, unfortunately. They didn't have aircon in the theater. We was all sat there with little fans. Oh, that sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. Well, I mean, it's not like I live in aircon every day. I don't even have aircon at home, but like just being there with other people and the heat is just. Do you know what that reminds me of? You know when you're like stuck on a tube, like under the underground train stations in London, and there's literally zero AC, and you're all just like kind of scrunched up together, just sweating and horrible. That is exactly what. But you know what? I like the fact that you said little fans. At least you had something, you know? You still had something, like just a little bit. That funnily reminds me of right now I have a backpack. I mean, I think everyone has a backpack, but like my backpack has I have a really tiny fan in there as well. It's like one of those. Well, my phone is still lightning. I have a lightning fan, so basically like it plugs in beneath the phone, like the charging port area, and it starts spinning. That's how I have my fan. But I don't really use it, but I do have it. Oh, I like this. You know what? I kind of like the smooth tones of these colors. They kind of all match very nicely. Good thing to have, honestly. When you're like in like a train or whatever. I mean, I'm too embarrassed to even take that out. I would not use anything like that in a train. But like maybe on like a plane, if you were like fresh air you for like 2 seconds. But like that's kind of it. Oh, that actually matches perfectly right here. This feels like a very high-end bathroom type of thing to me. Like it just feels super luxurious. Like everything is just so fancy. I mean, we barely have any gold accents in here, and we have so much in here, so it doesn't really tie in that well together. But you know, it's all right. It's all good. We could try to use a few of these sconces in here instead. Just tie in a bit of that gold that we're kind of lacking. We could also place something in the middle of this bed area, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, we use these. Well, we can use both. We don't have to pick between both. I don't think it's that deep. And you know what? We should just copy this over, you know, like it's not that deep, you know, sometimes it's not always that big of a deal. Like I know this might seem like a bit of an easy way out, but you know, it's the same shape. Everything is the same. It's never that deep. Well, obviously we're gonna change up the style and design and everything like that, but you know, you don't have to always be 100% perfect and make everything fresh. I wish I had a quicker way of doing some of these rooms like this, copy and paste, but there's no way. So we have to do everything by hand. Would you say your social in public or more reserved? Could you try putting the orange on all 4 walls just to see how it would look? Yeah, we can definitely try that. I assume you meant this orange in this room. Something like this. It's not bad, to be fair. I mean, maybe we need to change this lighting fixture. Maybe something to feature a bit of that orange and stuff. Even a bit of this, like what is this called? I completely forgot. Wicker, there we go. Like a wicker shade. Or lamp. It's not a wicker, it's not a shade, it's a lamp. It's a bit too bright. There we go, something like that. Kind of has the bright yellow, it has the orangey slash brown, and it has a bit of that greenish hue. So I think that kind of works nicely over there. Not the best. Having it as a feature wall looks better. Really? You think the feature wall looks better? Maybe we can use a bit of this stucco over here. Maybe let's use the stucco all the way around. I think that looks a bit more interesting. We could also use a green wallpaper that we kind of did. We could even use this one instead of using the tiling that we had initially. Maybe like along this wall. Honestly, I don't hate that. I'm going to keep that like this for the time being. That green rose That orange room is decorated so well. Why the fireplace? Oh, you don't think we should include a fireplace email? By the way, I do apologize if I ever say any of you guys' names wrong or right. Sometimes I'm a bit quick when I say my words, so sometimes I like mix it up a bit, but I do apologize. Oh, do you not like the fireplace vibe and stuff in the bedroom area? Do you have an interior designer you love? I don't actually. I don't follow any interior designers. I don't have any references when it comes to interior designers either. Nothing in particular, unfortunately. I don't follow any interior designers, which I don't know why. I do like a lot of do you know what I do love though? I spoke about this so many times before on the channel, like about like 3D modeling and stuff like that. I do love architectural visualization, so you would definitely see me follow a few people who might have like a really nice portfolio of like 3D renders and models and stuff like that. That's pretty much it though. I don't really follow people who are like proper interior designers though. Yeah, we're basically just going to mimic the same design, but we're going to change up the objects and stuff like that. So it will make a little bit more sense once we end up like changing up the colors and stuff. I do like it, just wondering why. Okay, so basically, I feel like a lot of homes that I've seen in real life, like reference homes, if you look at any modern luxurious expensive family home in the millions, especially in LA, 90% of them, even in the most hottest climates, every single one of their bedrooms will have a walk-in wardrobe, an ensuite, a fireplace. I never really see desks. Desks are like 50-50 because there's a lot of offices and stuff around the entire home. But the last few things that I just listed off, they 90% of the time always have it in the bedrooms, even if it's the primary bedroom, spare bedroom. The only way it's differentiated is by the sizing of it. If it's a primary bedroom suite, they'll make the rooms a little bit bigger just so it's a bit more obvious when you're like playing. Well, you wouldn't be playing in your real life home, you'll be living in it. When you're living in the home, like that's the only way that you can actually tell. They'll probably like be given like the best views or the best balcony areas and stuff like that. I try to translate that into The Sims. So in most of my rooms, to make it feel as fancy as possible, I try to add a bit of a fireplace somewhere. Obviously, if I can add a bit of like a seating area, I will. In front of like the bed area. If I can't add it, I'll do something like this, for example. This isn't even like one of my final designs. I probably will come back and change this up a little bit here and there, like touch it up a little bit, just add a few things on the sides. It doesn't really feel that complete to me yet, but I'm just like kind of happy with the way it's going. And I feel like instead of just staying stuck on it for the rest of the stream, I like try to like move on and stuff. Obviously you can see there's no paintings around the entire room either, so I will come back and like refine stuff if I really need to or want to. Oh, this area is a bit too samey like this. Let's maybe move this over. I don't want everything to be like mirrored, you know? And we will obviously be changing all of these tiles and stuff like that as well. We're not going to keep anything the same in here. Even like the tub and stuff like that, we'll probably change it up as well. But let's go for another color scheme for this room. We're definitely not going to go for a green. We had enough of the greens. I don't want to go for anything dark. Maybe something a bit more bright and airy, because we have a lot of dark going on here, which I really love. I love the way this is looking, like one of my favorite rooms, as I mentioned a million times. But I don't want to recreate like these darker browns and stuff like that. We already have enough of it going across this entire build. Do you have an interior designer? Oh yeah. For me, I love Abigail Ahern. She will be your nightmare. Oh, really? Is she like maximalist or something? Morocco has them too, I'm sure. It's Harley. I took your advice. I made the account. Nice. All you need to do now is pretty much just like post. Try to post like daily if you can on TikTok. Maybe Dusty Pink. Wow, the living room looks good. Oh, you haven't seen it, have you, Brandon? Yeah. This is like the office area. I really love the way this looks. I kind of like this part, how we lowered it down with the staircase, but then put these as like storage units, and then kind of made these the same height, but then still use the concrete balustrades in between. I think that kind of gave it like a nice, unique look. It might not feel really realistic, but you know, it kind of still looks pretty decent. Landing area, nothing too crazy, like the foyer. Open bathroom area, you really saw me do the nursery, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the dining room area, which I really love. I think this dining area looks pretty decent. I feel like if a home matched you, Brandon, it might have been even this one, to be fair, because it does feel a little bit more on the maximalist end rather than it being like super modern and minimalistic, you know? She's gothic minimal and layered textured. Honestly, look, I don't hate a maximalist home or design. It's just not for me, personally. Over the past year, your interiors have gotten better, especially the bedrooms. I love that you added closets. Most builds forget that, and I feel like that really ups the luxury element. I'm glad to hear that, email, because you know why? Because sometimes I feel like, and also each build style is so different. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, because I try my best to make each home feel a little bit more unique from each other. I know sometimes, look, the thing is, when you're building, even in real life, you're never going to get something that feels truly unique, because it's a home after all. It's a build. You're not building like a spaceship or like a plane or something like that. That's when it actually turns out completely unique. What I try to do is, let's say, you know, like with that old money style, I'll build hundreds of those different type of homes, but in that same style, if that makes sense. So, you know, like the custom roofing, the paneling inside, the double staircase, the grand staircase and stuff like that. Like, I'll still feature that, but I'll change up the exterior, the landscaping, where I position the pool, with the design of the pool. All of that changes. The only thing that doesn't change is the styling of it. And I feel like I'm able to kind of get that across with most of my builds, which I feel like is why a lot of people genuinely do like those kind of builds that I create in particular, because I create it in the same style but in different ways. I don't know if I explained that properly, but sometimes, I don't know, like sometimes I do feel like, oh, like it might look the same, but in my mind I'm like, I know it definitely isn't the same, because I ended up doing stuff differently in different ways and stuff. Like one of my old money homes used the base game kitchen cabinets, one of them uses Lovestruck ones, one of them uses Home Chef Hustle, you know, like it does change up a little bit here and there, like quite a few times throughout all the styles. Like it definitely does depend though. Like I do try to find references or even just like work on builds that don't look the same from like the last build that I created, if that makes sense. So if I create like an old money home, expect another one in like the next, I don't know, in like 2-3 weeks. But I won't make one like back to back. I feel like that's a bit too much. Yeah, I'm also quite annoyed about the roof issue too, Mal. Honestly, people have been messaging me saying that my builds have been broken, and like there's like problems with the roofing, and I'm like, oh, it's not me, because they're trying to place my builds from the gallery into their world, and they're like, oh, the roofing is missing. Like, is it something wrong like with the build? And I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the Sims. And it's so annoying to just having to like repeat myself over and over again, because obviously not everyone is going to be on the Sims 24/7. Like they're not going to know, they're not going to be in the loop. Do you get what I mean? Like they're not going to know what's going on. So it's not like their fault for asking. It's completely normal, but I'm not annoyed about that. It's more so just about like, such a crazy issue is going to be fixed like almost basically 20 days later, literally 21 days later since the 30th, which is crazy. I'm living all with colors. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Brandon. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad to hear that we're both agreed on all the colors and stuff that's going on within this build so far. Anyone point out your builds? That's talent. Oh, that's so nice. Honestly, yeah, at this point, people are going to be mad at me. They're going to be like, oh, this guy can't build houses and he just keeps uploading on the gallery. So many broken roofs. But I mean, you know what? Once they place a few of, like, even if they get fed off of placing mine and having issues with the roof, they're gonna place someone else and find the same issue, you know. And then you know they're gonna be like, oh, you know what? He wasn't the problem after all. It was something else. So you know. Let's go for a white and gold. Should we go for a white and gold? I think that's gonna be nice here. Or should we? I kind of want to match this. I want to match the vibe of this, but make it opposite. You know. I wonder what we can do over here. Actually, hold on. Maybe something like this. I never use. Oh yeah, something about me though. I do apologize for this. I do tend to use more of the similar bedrooms more often, solely because there's a very limited amount of modern looking bedrooms in this game. Thankfully, we have this free maker kit one, so I'll start using this one occasionally here and there as well. But for the time being, just bear with me when I use a lot of the same bedrooms here and there, because when you have like 8 or 9 bedrooms in a home, you're gonna see a few repeated patterns. I'm sorry, not patterns, but like the same bed. This is actually a pretty good one. Actually, I like this one, the black and brown, but I do want to add a bit of color. Oh, you know what? Should we do this one? Oh, it's literally the same thing as that though. Like the pattern, they're both the same pattern, no? Like the leaves or the feathers. This is a feather, yeah. And then this one's a leaf, I think. Whoa, that is way too much for me. But you know what? Let's go for it. I would never pick something like this before. Like, usually I don't pick very maximalist stuff like this, but we're going to go for it. We're going to see how it turns out. Automatically, I feel like these could work very nicely because we have so many of like the metal framing, like the gold metal framing around it anyway. So these could look pretty decent next to each other like this. And then this accent wall could also work here, but we're not going to use this one. We're going to probably use maybe like a blue, or we could use something even darker just to make the bedroom stand out a little bit more. So let's say we go into paneling, maybe like a dark blue could look kind of decent, but it's not really standing out as much as I want it to. So that's also not bad as well, you know, like the black paneling. I really love this paneled wall from, I don't know what this is from. I think it's is this Decor to the Max? It might be even something else. I have no clue, but I really love using this one. VK, no, I don't use any CC in any of my builds, but it will be very obvious if I ever do. Take the blame for the roofs. Make a mural feature wall. That's also a good idea as well. We made it. Honestly, at this point, we low-key did. With how maximalist it is. It feels very Indian inspired, very bright, colorful. Maybe do an ashy pink or a teal. A teal. You think a teal would work? We can try that. I don't think there's a teal color though. Oh wait, let me do show all. I mean, of course we have a teal, but this one's not bad, you know. This one's pretty good. This is basic pastels, in case you guys were wondering. I do like showing some of the swatches, names and stuff, so you guys can literally just type it in and use it if you guys wanted to. We can also match this like back end thing over here as well, this pillow at the back. I have no idea. Brand, this is your style. This is like your number one. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's pretty decent. It kind of has the same vibe as this room. Do you guys use... Oh yeah, I have another question for you guys. Do you guys use like the dirt decals and like the different things that you add around like the homes and stuff to make it feel a little bit more realistic? Like personally, I never use stuff like this. Like I believe this is supposed to be what is this called again? Like damp, right? Like I don't really know. I don't really want to use that kind. I mean, I don't do homes that kind of require this kind of stuff, but I don't know. It's pretty decent. It's all right. Maybe like when, I don't know who it was from the chat, but someone suggested that we should create like a really rundown build, like it looks really messed up and stuff. So we can definitely try something like that in the future. I do always use the dirty textures from Life and Death I love. Is it because like, are you creating like really old, decrepit looking buildings, or is it because, oh, Norway scored again? England is losing. Wow. But yeah, yellow walls or red walls could look very nice over here in this build. Like, no, not that one. Maybe something a little bit brighter. Oh yeah, I really love using this texture as well. There's something about this texture that I really like about it. Like, it has that diamond pattern to it, and it's kind of like indented in it. And I believe this is supposed to be like metal sheets or something, but I don't see it that way. I like the way it kind of looks. Like, Loki, that kind of matches this. They both look very nice over here. Honestly, I don't think it's coming home, Brandon, unfortunately. As much as we might want it to be coming home, I don't think so. Oh man, I was really rooting for them though. I mean, they have a chance. They still have time to It is. It is. Yeah, let's just say it is. No, I'm sure they'll pull through. I'm sure they'll pull through. Oh, I want to use kind of these type of lamps. They look a little bit more artsy, you know. I hope it's coming home tonight, but I don't think so. I hope no, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. It's not that I don't think so. I was just talking BS there. I do hope it comes home tonight, but they need to start doing something before it's too late. What the hell? Oh wait, the it got he pushed the guy and it went back. It's back to 1-1. Holy. Oh, there was a Brandon is coming home. It's coming home. Oh, the ceiling. I completely forgot about the ceiling. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna forget about the ceiling for the time being. Holy, they literally took off the whole score just because it was a foul. Watch people say that it was rigged at this point. They're gonna be like, oh, it was rigged. Oh yeah, I forgot to add the the sink over here. But we're not in the bathroom yet. We're not gonna do anything to the bathroom yet. Oh, the red looks pretty decent there. Maybe a black bathtub, or maybe this one could have the black bathtub. There we go. I think that matches a little bit nicer. Harry Kane is not playing. No, he's not playing. Yeah, honestly, I feel like 90% of the UK would know about David David Beckham, the footballer, yeah, and of course Harry Kane. But yeah, we need to add a little rug beneath this section of the build. this rug is very maximalist, but it does work for this build, surprisingly. We can definitely look for something else as well, though. One second. We Persian the rugs. Honestly, we just need more rugs in general. Honestly, no, I don't really like doing a lot of like too busy cluttered builds. Like the most cluttered it's gonna get is like how it looks over here. And this is not even that cluttered. Like it's just adding a few bits here and there to make it feel complete. Like you can see, I'm not going to use every single bit around like here and stuff. I like clean, nice looking, simple looks and stuff like that. Like I'll just add like the necessities and a few things that fit the theme of the vibe of the home, and that's it. Like I don't want to do, I don't like someone, well, that's a bit harsh. I don't like doing a lot of clutter pieces. Like whatever you see in this build is pretty much like the maximum that I'll probably go. I don't really like doing too much, because I feel like 90% of the people who download my builds anyway, they tend to like change stuff up anyway within like their own, like to match their own like Sims characteristics and stuff like that. So it's very subjective to everybody. To me, this already feels like enough. Like I already don't need to do any more. Does Turkeys have Persian style rugs a lot, or do they have more plain rugs? Nah, they are not plain. They're definitely more so towards like that very traditional, like detailed design, to the point where it's like very tacky. I hate the rugs in Turkey. I'm sorry, but and even the furniture pieces, like they're horrible. Like if you go to like a very traditional Turkish home, absolutely hideous patterns all over the place. I hate it so much. Like it feels like when when you're in like one of those homes, like sorry, if I was in one of those homes, it would feel like really homey and cozy, because that's like kind of what 90% of the homes in Turkey has. But like to me, it's just no, I hate it so much. They're incredible. Oh man, nah. Gameplay less clutter is better. Exactly. Like I don't want to have like, and imagine like like when I test the entire build, I don't want to keep like, imagine I place like a million things on stream or in a build, and then when it comes to testing, I take like 90% of it off. Like it's like what's the point, you know? Like you'll be like, what the hell is this guy doing? He showed like 90 different clutter pieces and nothing is here. So it's like, what the hell is going on? So I'll just rather steer away from it rather than using it. If someone wants to place clutter anyway, they can. Plus another thing is, when you're a builder and you're trying to get other people to download your build or like use your builds, you can't really use a lot because you don't know who's downloading them, right? So you want to make sure that it's as optimal as possible for every single person who's going to download your build. And because obviously, my usual builds, they're usually like the really big lot sizes, and like they contain so many individual pieces, different wallpaper textures and stuff like that. It's already so laggy. I don't want to add on to that just by adding a few little clutter pieces to make it feel like a little bit more complete, that you're not even going to remember that it was there, So that actually matches very nicely with the duvet cover. But yeah, like it's so important to like think about these kind of things so that when people download your builds, they don't complain and immediately delete it and be like, oh, it's just too laggy to play in. I've never had well, no, I have actually had a few people say that, but they said it on like the really huge 64x64 lots, like saying like, oh, like my PC would probably crash if I downloaded this build and stuff, like, which is very, very valid. Like your PC could very much crash if you download a very busy and detailed build from the gallery. Like it's completely normal for the game to do that. if your settings aren't correctly done. So definitely check those as well. I don't know if we should add a fireplace into this bedroom, maybe an easel off to the side, solely because we just don't really have a lot of space, unfortunately, in this room. I use Deco Sims, so I place all the royal and housemaids and cooks and all that. Crashing a PC, add it onto your CV. I don't think I've ever. I think one person said that one of my builds crashed their games. But I mean, I don't know what kind of PC you are running for the game to crash. Like The Sims does, as bad as the as bad as some of the bugs are in this game, the game is actually quite optimized. It's just really old game. That's the only issue. That's the only thing that's kind of holding it back from its potential. It's just an old game. But like your PC must be older if it's crashing, you know. Or they're probably just using like a outdated version or something. Because there's no way any of my builds should be crashing anyone's game. And anyone who does crash though, they probably are going into it knowing it's probably going to crash. Like they probably had those kind of experiences before. They know there's no way they just experience it just from me, you know? Maybe adding candles everywhere. Oh, you want me to just crash them even more? Because that's like nightmare fuel for them. They're gonna have to like deal with getting rid of that. I used to place these like really tiny spotlights all over the outdoor area in my old homes. I don't do that anymore because sometimes even when I want to get rid of lighting, it's so annoying to just like take all them out individually, which is so annoying. So yeah, even I stopped doing that myself as well because I was like, if I get annoyed doing it, someone else is going to get annoyed doing it as well. And I just want it to be like the most easiest functioning house ever. Like, you know, like it's a huge mansion, but I don't want you to like start the game off by like, oh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that, unless you're trying to like characterize it a little bit more. I really like the really tiny spotlights because they kind of provided a lot of light without having like the source of light be too big. Because I know you guys can probably agree with me, a lot of the art style within The Sims, although it's really nice, some of the objects are way too like oversized. So I try to lower them a little bit here and there, which can obviously cause issues if you are like trying to like get rid of something or if you're trying to do like something else and vice versa. But yeah, it just is what it is, you know. Like it doesn't make it more difficult. Sorry, it doesn't make it impossible for you to fix a build, but it just makes it a bit more difficult to like click on it and stuff. I need to join your Discord. I need to get a move on and download it. Oh, you don't have Discord at all? Interesting. I thought you just was like probably didn't want to join, which is completely fine. For anyone who is just listening, we do have a Discord. It is linked in my my TikTok bio on my basically on my link tree. It's literally just Linktree slash. Oh, you know what? I need to make bots. There's so many stuff that I need to do. I still need to create emotes for Twitch. I need to create more bots for in the live chat so that you can like do like an explanation mark with like a little writing so you can get like socials immediately. There's so much that I need to do, but I don't know, there's just only so much time that I can spend doing these kind of things. No, I don't have it at all. I need to download it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit crickets around there in our Discord server so far, but it's fine, it's all good. I mean, we have I kind of have like announcements set up there, so like when I do go live or if I post like a video or something, it does let people know. That's pretty much it at the moment. There's like announcement little page that I created. There's like a little section for like sharing Sims 4 builds and creations and stuff like that. So some people have been saying, like some people like Zara and Pumpkin, they've been sharing some of their great creations that they created over on Sims 4 and stuff, which is amazing. I love that kind of stuff. So I want to see what people have got going. Everyone will be having the voice notes. Oh yeah, we do also have voice notes as well if you wanted to chat like that. But yeah, I just thought it would be a nice way for people to share their creations and stuff. I feel like I'm not a crazy big creator, but I feel like I'm at an okay size. Like I'm all right, to the point where I can like kind of host something small. I have about like 22.5k followers, including every single social media channel. So that's not too well if we're counting what is it called, Patreon as well. Just like not paid, free tiered. We have about like 5,000 people who follow me there as well. So I'll say about like we have about like 27,000 followers in total over everything, which is a relatively small number. So like, you know, it's a really tiny community, but I'm more than happy to like start something early on. I had a few people actually suggest the Discord page as well. Even I was kind of like, I don't really need one. But then people were like, oh, I want to share stuff. So I was like, okay. And I created one and I don't really get a lot of shares. So I'm like, okay. You definitely have the community. Yeah. We're currently looking at about how many followers, how many views? To be honest, the lives don't have a lot of views though. I don't know. For the amount of followers I have, I feel like nobody really tunes in, but it's completely fine. As long as they're like still using the bills and they're supporting, which they clearly do, I'm more than grateful for that, you know? That's why I'm just like super appreciative of you guys who always tune in, because I really appreciate it. Yeah, 100% Brandon. Even because someone might be like using mods and stuff and like they might want to like, oh, we haven't even saved once. What am I doing? I need to save. But yeah, so like someone might be like using mods and stuff, and they might want to like share it to everybody else, so that they can easily do that in like the Discord group. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking the way this is looking. It has a bit more of like a bluish theme to it. Oh, it's kind of matching with these two, but they're alright. I think it's fine. There's a bit there's enough difference, you know. Oh, Harley, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I try to stream every single day besides Monday, because Monday is when I post a normal big video over on YouTube. If I ever post on YouTube where it's like really early for me, like let's say like I post at like 5 or 6 p.m. my time, then maybe I can get on live around like 9 till like 10 or 11 on Mondays, but I never really go live on Mondays. It's usually like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But it's normally towards the end of the day. So like starting around like 6:30/7. But yeah, we do go pretty live often. To be honest, tonight has been relatively quiet than usual. But it's completely fine. Like it happens all the time with live streams and stuff. It's not just like with my live stream in particular. It happens to every single person's. Everyone has like different stuff going on and stuff around the world, and yeah, like people get busy. So I don't really mind whoever like joins in or whatnot, because they always can like check it out on like YouTube as like a VOD if they don't catch it on like the live stream and stuff. BST, British Summertime. So let's say like if you're from the don't even want to do math at this point, because you guys are probably from different states if you're from the US. World Cup, everyone's at the pub with a beer. My time at the moment is 11:36 p.m. Sorry, a.m. No, p.m. What am I on about? p.m. It's nighttime. I'm delusional. I'm just tired because I slept late last night and then I woke up really early. So yeah, I need to fix that habit. I'm so bad with my my sleep schedule and stuff like that, and it's just not great. and we've been stuck on this room for like the past few minutes, so I'm gonna just move on. I don't want to stay with that room. We need to move on. We have to move on. Oh, same as me. I'm in Ireland. Oh, great. So you pretty much on the same time schedule. What time did you sleep? Oh, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. But all you need to know is it was late, okay? It was late. I wasn't doing anything actually. I just couldn't sleep. I was just on my phone. I thing is though, like, look, when I dedicate myself to sleep though, I will sleep. But like, you know how your body can tell you if you're tired or not, right? Like you can tell. You're like, oh, you know, I need to put the phone down. I need to go sleep, right? Yeah, you can feel that. I just didn't feel that last night. I don't know what it was. My windows were open as well. Like we have like nets and stuff, so there's no problem with like bugs getting in and stuff, or like what is it called, like the fly or spiders, whatever it is, mosquitoes and stuff. Like I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I don't know, it wasn't the heat either. Maybe it was, I don't know, I just maybe probably felt uncomfortable. What's your name on YouTube? It is Tanzer, Tanzer with 2 R's at the end. And then if you can't find it, it will be Tanzer with 2. Just write like Tanzer Sims and it will probably come up. But that's pretty much where I post long form speed build videos, and then I provide like a tour of the builds towards the end of the video so people can check out the entire tour. Because there's quite surprisingly, there's quite a lot of people who would watch Sims 4 speed build videos even though they don't play the Sims anymore, or like even if they don't care about, like, even if they don't even have the Sims downloaded, like they'll still check it out just to see how like the build turned out and stuff, which I think is kind of interesting. I mean, we technically do that with real life homes, like, you know, when we see like when we like tune in to see the construction of homes, like it's not like we're not benefiting from it, like we're just kind of like seeing the overall process of it, how we went about doing something in particular. Like let's say like if I do something really custom and then people see that in the thumbnail, they'll probably like want to click on it and like check it out a little bit more. They'll be like, how did he end up doing this in The Sims, you know? So, and I obviously post like shorts and stuff, but I do that on every single platform. It's nothing special to YouTube. But yeah, this roof issue has had everyone quite annoyed with the overall Sims game. Honestly, it's making Paralyzed look really good right now. 3 to 4 a.m. Oh, you want me to see the actual time? I think it was around like 3 a.m. Shamelessly to admit, it was around 3 a.m. I do that with Minecraft. I watch the building videos even though I don't play it. Have you never played Minecraft before? Is it like have you like never played like at all? I'm sure you have if you have watched it. Is this a potato? I think this is a potato. It's 1-1 again. The goal was disallowed. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I mentioned it. Oh wait, are you delayed, or are you just letting me know right now? If it is delayed, please make sure to click that live text next to the sound icon, so that there's like a little red dot next to it. I'm sure you already know, but just would like to remind anyone watching over on YouTube to make sure that they are in sync with us live, because we are live here, believe it or not. But yeah, honestly, the fact that the goal was disallowed, there's a really big chance that England can have a big turnaround. But I mean, there's about like 10 minutes left or so it might be penalties. I don't know. We're gonna see. Is your profile on YouTube a Sims character? Yes, it is. Yeah. I played it like as a kid, but I wouldn't go back to it for me. It's too blockish, but I love seeing people use it. Honestly, I really love Minecraft, man. Like I haven't played it in a while, but I do like getting on it every now and then. Like it's fun. It's really fun. But you know, that sometimes you just like prioritize like other games or just like other hobbies and stuff instead of it. I could eat a brownie custard melted white and milk chocolate on top right now. Oh, Brandon, don't start with the food again. You're gonna get us all hungry. And I had this potato floating on the screen for like the past 2-3 minutes, so I do apologize for that. So basically, this area is either gonna be, you know what? I can turn this into the laundry room and then combine this room to be the garage / gym room. So, wait, we don't have any other space, do we? No, we don't. So, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I want as much functionality in this build as much as possible. So I feel like it only makes sense to turn this room into a laundry room, right? So that's what we're going to be doing right now. I hope you guys can agree with me with that. I know it's going to be a bit of a big room for a laundry room, which is literally just like one item. But, you know, it is what it is. If I'm having custard, it has to be warm, man. It has to be warm. I do not like cold. If something is stereotypically, I'm going to use the stereotypically word here, but even if it doesn't make sense, whatever. If something is stereotypically meant to be eaten warm, then I prefer it that way. I don't like having cold food, or like, you know, like how some people have like cereal, but they like their cereal to like sit there a little bit and like to make it soggy. No, not for me. I will devour it in 2 seconds just so it doesn't get soggy. Like, I'm that type of person. I just don't like it being soggy, to be honest. Like, I would still eat it. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, if it gets soggy, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not one of them. But it's just a matter of preference, you know? See, now I go with cold. Honestly, like, maybe I haven't had cold custard enough to, like, so I can't really judge it. I like being like an open-minded person. I don't like immediately being like, oh, 100% no, you know, like, because I don't know. But maybe it could be good cold. I don't know. But yeah, I love using the cottage living kitchen cabinets, this one in particular, for my what's it called? My laundry room areas. Apple crumble that's warm. Apple crumble. I haven't had apple crumble in years, mate. That's warm cold custard and mush it together. Have you tried chocolate custard from Asda? I don't know which one you're talking about in particular, but my mom does 90% of the shopping and we never really shop from Asda. I don't know, she just doesn't prefer it. So it's always Sainsbury's or Tesco. Sometimes we squeeze a bit of Lidl here and there. If it's like a you need to go get something ASAP, you know. But that's about it. And obviously, like if you need like a corner shop run or something. Oh, sticky toffee pudding. Oh, that is so good right now. Honestly, I would love sticky toffee pudding right now. Would be so good. Washing machine acquired. Laundry. Maybe we can go for like a black and white theme instead of like the generic blue. Because I go for the blue quite a lot. Oh yeah, but to answer your question about the chocolate custard from Asda, Brian, I'm sure you had this. You know, in like they sell it because they sell it everywhere. You know the oh, that is so good. It comes in two. it comes in like the two containers, and they're usually in like the refrigerated section. You know, like the chocolate custards that they have there. Those ones, I forgot the brand. It had like a bit of like a milky texture to it. Oh my days. It was it like the Milky Way? Was it the Milky Way custard or like the chocolate? I don't know what it was, but it literally tastes like as if you're eating melted chocolate. It's so good. Oh my days. Tesco egg custards are good. Yeah. Oh, do you know as a kid I used to like the you know the choc it's not the cream eggs, but there was like another one that they came out with when I was like really young, but it was a new product at that time. It was like it came in like it came in like a carton, as if it was like an actual egg carton, but it would be like 4 chocolate eggs, and like they gave you like a spoon as well, so you can, I think you could, so you can like bite it and then you can like scoop the inside and eat it. But it was so good. It was like literally like a cream filled egg. It was amazing. I haven't had one of those in so long. Yeah, the spoon one. Yeah, they're so good. And as a kid, I used to eat a lot of like you know, the Hippo. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it. You know, when like you see like nostalgia stuff on TikTok, they never really showed the ones that I think of. Like that Hippo, oh my days, the one with like the Nutella cream filling in it. Oh, that's so good. It's amazing. I haven't had it since I was like literally a kid. I'm not even joking. I have never gone back and like thought about getting them. I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're not keeping this. But yeah, oh my days. Wait, you know what? I can actually keep that. I just want to move this over here. 4 minutes left on the match. It's still 1-1. Chocolate nibbles. I don't know what it was called, Brandon, but there was like a hippo face on it, and it came in like, it was individual packs. It was like the hippo face, and it was chocolatey. It was like hazelnut chocolate cream, basically. It was so good though. It's looking a bit generic, this room. I don't really like the way it's looking. It's too black and white, beige and stuff. We need to change it. Let me look up chocolate nibbles though, because I'm kind of curious. Oh yeah, and music. Chocolate nibbles. No, it's not chocolate nibbles. But that does look kind of good. Oh, you know what? We went to we were a guest at someone's home in the UK. I think it might have been a cousin or something. I don't remember 100%, but I remember them. They gave us realistic rocks that looked, they were chocolates, but they looked like literal realistic rocks. Oh my god, when I tell you guys, those rocks were so it was so good. It was like perfectly crispy, and they look like, you know, those like little rock pebble stuff that you will put around like a plant or something. It was exactly like that. It was so good. 10 out of 10. I haven't had them ever since, but I've been dreaming about them. I literally want pebble rock chocolates now, man. So good. My go-to are the Lion Sweets, the one with the purple ears. T, thank you so much for following. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Saturday. At Christmas time, what chocolate box do you get? Celebration Roses or Heroes? Honestly, man, it's not just like not just for Christmas, but like in general, I would always go for celebrations. I do love a bit of celebrations, I'm not gonna lie. It's like anyone who even comes to the UK, even if you're not from here, you would go and get a celebrations to bring back home. You get what I mean? Like, it's just a staple at this point. We will be changing the wallpaper, by the way, over here. About 30 seconds left on the match as well, and it's still 1-1. I love how we became a Sims 4 builder. live football status commentator and updater as well. Love to see it. I love the bounty. Oh, bounty is a 10 out of 10, man. I love a bounty. I don't understand people who don't like coconut related stuff because they're a bit weird. British food sounds so good. Wouldn't you have it though, Harley, in Ireland? I'm sure they have the same stuff. Like you guys have like Walker's as well, like Walker's crisps. To be honest though, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the like Walker's crisps is really, really, really good. I personally just like don't like super highly oiled crisps, you know, like when I was younger, Walker's, oh, it was amazing. But when you grow older, you don't want to eat super oily and very like saturated foods like that, in my opinion. Maybe that's just me because I became like a bit more like food conscious and like tried to like focus on my health a little bit more. But I don't know, it's just, to me, it's just a bit too much sometimes. But I will have it every now and again because I do love the crisps. They're really good. Oh, the roast chicken crisps. The prawn cocktail, 10 out of 10. I haven't had the prawn cocktail though in like a few years though, so I might be BSing, but from what I remember, it was really good. We could place like a little tiny plant in here, why not? Let's also add these over here as well. And wait, do these not, they do combine, right? I don't think they do on the diagonals, but we're gonna make them. There we go. Wait. They have extra time right at the moment. And we're gonna place a little shower over here in the corner. I feel like anyone downloading these builds are probably gonna be like, why has he recently started placing so many showers and bathtubs in the laundry room? But this is something that rich people have, okay? It is a real thing. So you know what I'm kind of surprised about? How the Sims 4 hasn't, what the Sims 4 hasn't done. I might actually go onto it with custom content. Creating literally this exact same shower, like a shower unit like this, but then having this edge piece curved. Like, how has this not been done? I would definitely happily do that. I'll probably create something like that, hopefully in the future, if I ever get time to do it. I would love to do a custom content like that. Do you have many cousins? We don't have any. How many cousins do I have? Not counting my nieces and nephews though, because I only have one of each. Obviously, because I only have one sister. So, how many nieces and nephews? I'm not gonna count their own offsprings either, like their own children. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven? I think I have 7 cousins. Well, that's actually not that much. I thought there were more. Oh no, 8. 8, 9. I have 9. Yeah, I have 9 cousins. Not including their own children. Wait, have I got it wrong? I might have gotten it wrong. Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm right. It is 9. The prawn cocktail is 10 out of 10. The dog goes in there. Yes, we need that. I've been listening to old songs like Cheerleader. Do you remember it? No, I don't actually know. You have 27. Oh, but I'm talking about, oh wait, yeah, just on your dad's. Yeah, but in terms of cousins, I'm on about like let's say like my aunties and uncles' children's, but not my cousins' children's. I'm not including them, if that makes sense. But yeah, I would actually consider it very small as well. It's only 8 of them. Damn, 27 is a lot. You must have so many aunties and uncles. 27 is not a small number. That is almost including my entire family, my entire family tree. What the hell? Brandon, honestly, sometimes I even think about it, like, when I get married, who the hell is going to be there? Nobody's going to be at my wedding. I'm like, what the hell? Do people not think about these things? Like, if I wanted a big wedding, I can't have it. Sorry, like, not that I'm going to be the one who decides, but like, I mean in the sense that, like, if I wanted a big wedding, who's going to be there? I don't have anyone. So I'm like, what the hell? Just makes you realize how I barely have anybody. And they don't even live in the UK, so I'm just like, great. Who am I as a singer? Oh, I think I've found myself a cheerleader. Oh, that one. Okay. Yes. I do need that. Yeah, just like that. No, only like 7 at 27. I'm not doing Christmas. Me and Zara will be on the front row. You're gonna be best man and she's gonna be best girl. That was so funny. Has anyone done something like that before? Like streamer invites viewers to thingy into the wedding. That would be insane. I don't think any streamers done that. You heard it here first. We're gonna go for, I think I'm gonna go for a dark color scheme, I'm not gonna lie. You would put on the best food. Oh, you already know. You already know, man. We're not skimping on the food. No, Harley, he's just a viewer. He's just a viewer of the channel. He's just been he tunes in a lot, which I appreciate. He's one of the loyal people. And Zara is another one of the really loyal viewers as well. We have quite a few loyal viewers. They just don't they don't always all join at once, which obviously is not going to be possible. It's a live stream. Everyone is doing so many different things at once at the same time. So it's completely understandable. So like, yeah, it's not like I expect anyone to tune into the live stream. Like, I don't expect every single person to be always the same, because that's kind of like unrealistic. But I still appreciate them always coming back. Genuinely, it's like the best support ever. So I appreciate you guys a lot. And it's all just being done for fun, to be honest. There's no like crazy gain from it or anything like that. Like, you're already seeing what's going on anyway. I'm just like here for a very long time, just like tuning in, just like building with you guys. So it's like trying to have like a nice chill like afternoon vibe and stuff. And I feel like it kind of does help a few people if they want to like tune into something that's a bit more like toned down, a little bit more calmer. Every bonfire night we do jacket potatoes, burgers, hot dogs. Is incredible. Hopefully you're going to be loyal soon. Would love to see the support. I appreciate it. But obviously only in your own means. Like, if you ever feel like just hopping on, don't ever feel like pressured to hold on the live, because everyone is doing so many different things at the same time. So it's not realistic to have everybody on at the same time. I'm glad to hear that, Brandon. Honestly, sometimes I listen back to them. Well, I don't listen to like I don't listen to them for like a very long time, but on YouTube I sound different, on TikTok I sound different, and on Twitch I sound different. So I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to believe anymore at this point. So I'm just like, I don't even want to listen to I don't want to listen to them, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? You know, like, I don't like the quality that I sound like. I hope it doesn't now bother you guys, but I don't know, for some reason to me it doesn't sound like as high quality as I want it to be. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but Honestly, I haven't had a jacket potato in a very long time though. I would love a jacket potato. I don't know if you heard about that brand actually. If you're a really hot jacket potato fan, you might like I think something came into central London called like Spud Bros or something like that. It's like a really they're known for like the doing like those jacket potatoes and stuff with like different options for it. Sounds fine to you. I'm glad to hear that then. I sound completely different in my head to how I do on voice notes. It's like there's one, it's like a few of those memes. It's not even about like sounding different, it's more so about like the quality itself. I don't know, maybe it's just me kind of just like because I noticed from like the normal channel videos, like you know the ones I upload on YouTube as like a normal video, they sound a little bit different from that. And I don't do any post processing like effects or like sound effects or voice effects or whatever like that in my videos, which is what makes me confused. I'm like, how does this sound different? It's like the exact same mic and everything. But I mean, that's just kind of how it encodes and stuff sometimes. Sometimes it just is a bit different here and there. On my jacket potatoes though. Wait a minute. What the hell happened to the football match? They draw. They're surely going to do penalties, no? But no, I would not put beans in my jacket potato. I'll put cheese. I'll put spice, like as much chili as I want. Oh, that would be so good right now. I'll probably put like extra cheese on it. What else would I put? I think that's it. I'm quite basic, you know. If you couldn't tell from the Sims4 builds. Well, the furnishings. Not the build themselves. They're very detailed. It's partially coming home. It almost came home, but not yet, you know? It's kind of like one of them ones. I wonder what they're going to do now. I'm just waiting for an update. But yeah, I want to change. Well, definitely not. Don't want to do that. Oh, that's actually pretty nice wallpaper, you know? But like as an accent wall. But I don't want to use that. Maybe let's not use... Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to this one, unfortunately. I think this just matches better. I don't know why we have such a dark theme throughout this entire build. Everything is so dark. Maybe we can add like tiling around here. Could look really nice. Let me get this tiling real quick. There we go, it's none of that. And let's pick this one. And just add a little thing around here. No tuna, Brandon, because it's going to get hot. It's not going to smell good. I hate that. No, Harley, I do not get paid to build on this game. Well, from the content creation in terms of like YouTube, sure, but not from like these lives or anything. And I don't do anything with The Sims either. Like I don't collaborate with them. I don't make money from them. Like from EA themselves. I'm not a part of the creator network either. It's more so just like a hobby. It's not like a full-time job or anything. To be honest, if we were friends, we'll be obese. My 600 libs. Oh, we will be like 1,200 libs. Like we will be double. Honestly, Harley, if it was my job, I would love it. Doing it like 24/7, but it's it's kind of classified as a hobby at the moment. But yeah, anyone would probably love a job like this, to be honest. Like, just but it is a lot of work though. Like, it might not look like a lot, but genuinely, out of every person who creates content, I feel like people who create Sims content put in the most effort, whether it's like CC, house building, cast. Like, the game is just so much, there's so many details. You get what I mean? Like, it's not an easy thing to do. Like, these builds are not easy to do. It might look easy, it might be simple, but it's not hard work. It's just a lot of effort, you know? Like, imagine like all the CC creators. Like, we don't, like, I'm saying we as if I create like millions of CC. I only create like 2 or 3 and I gave up. Well, I didn't give up, but like I kind of gave a break because I was like, I can't keep going on with this, you know? It like, because there's no official tool. It takes so long to do one little thing. Do you get what I mean? So it's just like, I feel so like bad for them. Like, the people who put so much into this game is crazy. It's insane. Genuinely, it's so crazy how much effort goes into this game. And how much of the effort actually goes unnoticed as well. Like, you know, there's so many people who create some amazing stuff on this game. Oh, you know what? That kind of matches this. I don't really like how this is off-centered, but I mean, that's kind of the way it's going to have to be for the time being. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. Like, you'll spend like hours and hours and hours on a build and it would get like no views, or like people wouldn't care about it. But then the second someone posts some like really, like, you know, like a silly Sims 4 meme, it will get like millions of views, which is honestly is fine. Or like just like some random girl just like turning her head around and she would just get like 1,000,000 views. It, you know, it's just like, it's just the luck of the draw at that point, you know. Like, it just is what it is. Like, can't really do much about it. It is a very sad topic though, because it happens to a lot of people, not just people who create Sims 4 builds, but just in general. Oh yeah, I literally forgot the most important thing. Speaking of vacuum, I did actually vacuum my own room today, so I was a bit productive today in terms of like doing stuff around the home, which was great. Oh wait, someone scored. Who scored? England. Okay, it's coming home. There'll be time to feed the cat. Ah, all right. But yeah, oh wait, sorry about the stream, by the way. Hold on. Let me add one of these handheld ones as well. I don't even think people even bother using these ones, but I'm still gonna include it just for the sake of it, like the look purposes, you know. And we're gonna just use maybe like 2 different colors over here. And you know what? I don't want to spend too much time over here, you know? Let's add like a little painting over here and just move on into the other room. We spent so much time on this room for some reason. I'll come back to it anyway and refine it and make it look a little bit better. Let's see what we got. Let's add one of these over here really quickly and just move on. I know it's kind of the same paint. No, maybe change this one. Okay, that one works a little bit nicer in that room. And then we can keep that one over there. Why not? And then we can maybe use this sconce around here. We don't even have a door over here. Hold up. I need to copy this door over. I really like using little accent walls around here, like kind of just like creating pockets like this. I do this pretty much like throughout most of my builds. It's nothing crazy, but I think it just helps it stand out a little bit more rather than having everything be like so repetitive back to back. So yeah, just gonna add a few of these over here. Kind of sound like this. Oh wait, this is on a platform and this isn't, so it's gonna look a little bit weird. I wonder if we could. Can we cut in between? I don't think so. Yeah, we can't. So it's going to be kind of a dilemma for us to sort out. I mean, we could do this. Oh, we can't. No. Well, I was thinking maybe like create like little steps going downwards, but I mean, this is still functional, so we can just keep it like that at this point. It's not really that big of a deal, to be fair. But yeah, let me move into the flooring. We're not going to have very fancy marble flooring in the garage area, although this is a very fancy home. I don't think it's that necessary. I go and pick like the biggest ceramic to use. We're going to be using some type of like tiling that you'll probably see within a gym area. So let me see what we can find over here. And because it is a diagonal room, the tiles will be a little bit random like this, you know, and I think that's okay. It's all right. I mean, there's not really much that we could do. So we're going to keep it a little bit like this. By the way, if at any point you guys have any suggestions as to like what kind of color scheme you might want to see or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask me or let me know to try something out, because I will be more than happy to try and test out a few things here and there. We could go for like a black and white theme like this as well. That's another option. I think that actually looks pretty decent, having it black and white rather than like the grey. It just feels really repetitive, like really similar. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I think so. Basically, if you guys aren't aware of what we're going to do in this little space, we are going to be turning it into a gym slash fake garage area. And the best way we try to do that is by obviously using a few of the gym equipment that came with a few of these other packs. We aren't going to really be focusing on like one pack in particular. We're just going to be using a few selected amount that match very nicely together, because that's kind of like what we're trying to go for this build. Stuff that kind of blend in and work nicely together. Pack two of them and both of them are fussy. Oh, do they not like eating or something? Like, do they not like what they're eating? Or are they fussy for a different reason? Char, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. One will only have a square that's not mushed up and eats on the side. Other will only eat wet. Food and will eat if the other one is there. Oh, okay. Well, that's a new one. I've heard of the other one. I was like, oh, you know what? Fair enough. But like, one of the other one being there, like that's one of the cat got the ick for the other one. It's like, I don't want you around my food. Unless it's like some sort of territory thing, but I feel like if your cats have been around for a while, they shouldn't really have that kind of issue. I'm surprised they didn't take on from their owner to just eat, you know, what's in front of them. It's a joke, but you know. I know you won't be offended by that, but you know. Because you always pause him? Maybe it's like a hey, don't touch my food type of situation. But do they not eat out of like the separate things, or is it like both the same thing? I assume it's separate. I'm sure you do. Oh my god, would love to have a cat though. Dying for one. I would love to adopt one day for sure. The dogs take after you. Honestly, dogs are low-key just vacuums at that point. I see a bit of an introverted slash extroverted characteristics. I see. Blocks the outside one from coming in. Oh wow, okay, very territorial. It must feel like National Geographic every time you're looking at them then, because they're always just like up to something or something. I literally turned this entire gym into, I mean, this entire garage into a gym. Whoa, what a name, holy. But thank you for joining, I appreciate it. Both like one's tall and skinny, other small and fat. The indoor one is the tall one. I love a Maine Coon. Honestly, I've always loved the British short hairs. I'm not gonna lie, the British short hairs are they're so nice. I really like those cats. Maine Coons have, if I'm not mistaken, from what I remember, they're like really furry, right? Let me check real quick. Kind of curious. I know what the breed is, but I just forgot what they look like. Right, yeah, it's the one with like that. It has like that fancy ass beard type of thing, yeah. They have really nice hair. Yeah, okay. My memory was correct. They're just really furry. They low-key look like underdeveloped wolves. Are the biggest ones, I think. Loads of hair. They're really cute, but oh, they do go really huge. Holy, yeah, literally just undeveloped wolves at that point. A Bengal cat is pretty nice. I do like their stripes a lot, or like their pattern at least. It's not stripes. I don't know. For me, British short hairs are just they're so sweet. I'm gonna place like a little mat right in the middle over here, something like that. And we're gonna be placing mirrors along this side of the wall. Brandon, honestly, that's a very tough choice for me. I love a grey cat, I love a black cat, I love a white cat. I did want to have a black and white cat though. I love the grey ones, they're really nice. To be honest, I feel like the most common color when it comes to British short hairs are the grey ones. So I would love like a white or a black one, like a full-on jet black one. Or like maybe like a really dark grey, like a really like it kind of can be mistaken for black, you know. But I would love a white cat as well for sure. I don't really care, like some people care about like their cat eye color. I don't care about anything like that. I just want a nice healthy black and white cat. I mean like two separate cats, by the way, like one full white cat, one full black cat. I don't want like a mixed like colored fur cat. I don't really mind it, like I don't have a big like crazy preference, but like it's just more so like if I had to pick, then I would go for that kind of cats. Ash name, yeah, true. Ash would be a really nice name. If you was to get a dog, what would you get? Oh, okay, so when I was really young, I wanted a German, sorry, not German Shepherd. That's when I was older. I kind of messed up my entire story now, but I loved Huskies. I still really love Huskies. If I had to get a dog, well, if I wanted to get a dog, I would probably consider a Husky. I just really love how they look, man. They have kind of like that wolf-esque look to them. I just really like that. No other reason. I don't care about like a dog that's going to be like insanely protective or whatever. I feel like most dogs carry that loyalty aspect that you kind of want from them anyway, so that's fine when you get like a Husky. I assume like Huskies are very clever dogs as well, and they are very loyal, so, and loving, of course. So my first pick would be Husky. I do love a German Shepherd as well, I'm not gonna lie. Like in terms of I know I literally just said how like I don't care about like how smart they are, or like if they like have so many different commands and stuff, but with German Shepherds you can do quite a bit with them when it comes to like safety and protection and stuff like that. So in terms of that, I do like them. I do like them a lot. I do like golden retrievers as well, but I wouldn't go for a golden retriever, you know, like they're really sweet, they're super loyal, so cuddly, loving, whatever, but I do love a Husky like just a little bit more than a golden retriever. But golden retrievers are just all around good dog pets to have, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like it's a good choice overall. I just personally would go for something that like I wanted from like a younger age, you know. But yeah, by the way, England won 2-1, which is amazing. Huskies, they're gorgeous. Honestly, they're so nice. A Tamascan dog. Oh, I would love a dog like that. Holy. Oh, that's such a nice dog. But they look huge. Oh, I do like that wolf type though. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my days. That is a very cute dog. Breed. Holy. Wow. They are so good. Having a golden retriever is having a sign on your head that says "Come and say hi." Honestly, yeah, we won. Honestly, I'm surprised that we won. Well, I'm not surprised. I think England did amazing this time around, but I don't know, like because of the past World Cup performances and stuff, you're like, you know, it is what it is. If they don't pass, but now that they're kind of like quarterfinals have been passed, then amazing. They are what films used for wolves. Interesting. I actually really like that breed. Holy, it's really nice. The only issue is like I don't know. I assume you do have a dog, right, Brandon? Like, what is it like living with the dog though? Like, especially with the big breed. I've never really I never really lived in a household or even been in a house where there was like a dog. I haven't been in the presence of a dog like most of my life. I've been around like smaller dogs, but not big ones like this. Never. I mean, there were a few that would like walk around me and stuff, but like they weren't my dogs. Like I don't live, they weren't like experienced dogs, so like I wouldn't know how it's like living with them, but they're so cute. Oh, I'm gonna want a dog now. Incredible, you feel so much for it. Oh, would you get it for like the safety aspect of it? Interesting. I honestly would more so get a dog. Like obviously the safety aspect is a plus, but it's more so just because like the loyal companionship that you're not gonna get from any other human being. Which sounds really sad to say, but like, you know, I mean, it is true when they say like a dog, a man's best friend is a dog, like, you know. I had so many nights just laid on the kitchen's floor with socks. Oh, that's so sweet. Honestly, that might be the way to go. But like, would you let them on your bed and stuff? And like, I feel like it could be really nice to have them like sleep with you, but like, would they disrupt your sleep? I know cats do. Cats definitely disrupt your sleep. They don't care about whatever's going on. They will jump around and they will do everything at nighttime. We experienced that already. I have an experience of that already. But like dogs, are they a little bit more chill in terms of that? I don't know. Also, by the way, since this is like a garage slash gym area, this is the main reason why we have a combination of the gym equipment and the garage type of like esque objects. So you will see cars. We'll add a few extra stuff and stuff like that as well to make it feel a little bit more complete as well. Also, nothing beats coming home to them jumping up. Socks did. He would bark so much by the end, and he would be a lot more needy. But that's because of his issue, so he needed more work. Like he had dementia. Ah, dementia on the dog. Fully deaf. Fully deaf? And partially blind. So with him, he needed a lot of help. Oh, I understand. That's another thing. Like, I've seen so many videos of that as well. Like, you know, like when they wake up, they're like they're blind or deaf dogs. Like you'll have to do it in like a really calm way, so that they don't like panic and get shocked. They're like, who the hell is touching me? You know, like I have seen stuff like that. So there's like different techniques and stuff they have to do, which it sucks that like it's so sad, but Oh wait, by the way, we haven't won the match yet. It's not even over. What the hell? When is this shit gonna end? It literally hasn't ended. All good if you have to go to bed, no worries. Hope you have a great sleep and a great rest of your day. I appreciate you tuning in this entire time. He told me so much patience though, and he had separation anxiety. But I would recommend anyone to have a dog. Honestly, if I was a dog who was deaf, partially blind, I too would probably hang on to whoever is supporting and loving me. Do you get what I mean? Like, because you're so like worried about what's gonna happen next, because as a dog, like, you lost your main senses, you know? Like, those are some critical senses. Was it like genetic or something, or was it like part of like an accident or something that occurred? If you don't mind me asking, of course. King was genetic? Honestly, a lot of weird genetic stuff happened lately, like not even just to pets, but like even to humans. I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on all over the world, to be fair. You know what would be so cool if we had like custom garage related like kit or something? Like maybe like a hanging tire would be so cool right here, or like wrenches and stuff. I know we have like the we have like wheels, yeah, tire wheels along the floor and stuff, but that's it. If I type in wheel, would it come up? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't come up. Some people say like, oh, when you have better build by mod, you could just type in stuff even if it's not be debugged, but that's not true. It doesn't come up. So I have to look for it from over here. It shouldn't take too long though, hopefully. I mean, how similar can a tire look to something else, you know? It always kind of like stands out a bit. Also, I've never really gotten the chance to use this. It's like a fountain type of thing, but I never really use it in anything, so I might try to use that one day. We got him at age 1. Have you seen the videos where guys will have moles on their arm in the same spot? No, I haven't actually seen that. Wait, what was it supposed to like signify though? What does it indicate? Is it like a because of a vaccine they took, or is it like genetic? Like, I don't think it's that difficult for two people to have a mole in the same location. But it can also be very sus if like millions of people have the same mole exactly where it is. Still looking for the tire, you guys. Basically anything related to the garage. Basically there was a kit that came out a while ago that is like almost kind of like a garage slash like grunge room type of thing. I never really bought it because I don't feel like it's worth getting, just for people to say like for me to not use it. So I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna bother getting it. I don't think it's really that necessary, so I didn't really bother with it. So that's why I'm kind of just like looking for stuff that might fit this area nicely without having to use extra kits here and there. But I would love to know if you guys have that kit in particular. It's like the one that has like the old rustic furniture pieces and stuff like that. Like, it's a very unique kit, I will give it that. But to me personally, it's just not something that I was like willing to invest in because I was probably never going to use it. As you guys already know, 99% of my builds are very modern, so it wouldn't have fit the aesthetic anyway. I don't know if I missed the tires. I hope I didn't. whole crane. Well, it's not a crane, but one of those tools. There we go, a tire. Okay, so it's from Werewolf. Honestly, Werewolf is really good, man. Like, look at these, like the row of these trash thingies are so good. Werewolf came with some amazing stuff, like these standalone little random bits. Makes real life builds feel a little bit more realistic. Real life approach to builds, at least. There's another tire object thing that is kind of like stacked tires. This is also pretty cool as well, the statue thingy. Decoration. It was loads of guys, but yeah, it came up on the FYP. Use gallery, type in garage and say it to rooms. Oh, that's a good idea, to be honest. Maybe add in different tool stuff like a hammer or screwdriver. I don't think we have that. Six minutes left in the match, by the way. Oh, you know what? Adding a few of these, the bikes, maybe like around here. I don't think these are going to be functional though, because I took them out of debug. I hope they are. I mean, they might as well stay there for decorational points at least. And as a kid, we used to have a lizard bearded dragon called Bernard. He says, do pretty much. Honestly, every pet you can have under the book is in your home. Love to see it. At least you grew up with like a variety of things, you know. This vase is actually really good for like the interior of the build, for some like in like random areas. It could even look really nice in this area, to be fair. I mean, I can't use it anymore, but it's a pretty decent one. Do you only tried to have a hamster last of the day, then we took it back? The dog hated it. Dog was probably like staring it down from the cage, like, when you gonna get out? Poor hamster. You know what? You saved the hamster and yourself and the dog, you know, by doing that. I mean, it's not good to be preyed on like literally every single day that you're alive. You're like, when am I gonna be eaten? Every second of the day. What was I gonna do? Big thought. I think I was gonna add shells? Question mark. I wonder if we do something like this, would it look interesting to seem as if there was like a lot of like shelving storage and stuff? I mean, we're not putting anything on them, but you know, still worth to have. It kind of has like a cool design to it as well. This area of the home definitely ended up turning out to be a bit too much black and white, but I think it's all good. Now we basically just need to add clutter into it. This is pretty much what I do for my my garage areas. I don't really bother adding anything too specific in them. So if I go to kids room, if I literally just click on clutter, it's not just kids objects here, there's like plenty of things that are like nice little random knickknacks that you can use anywhere. It was a small one too, the Jack Russell cross, he was going mental. Maybe a clock. True. Could try a clock. Oh, these mugs. I keep forgetting to use like mugs and stuff. What is this? Boba cup? No. Maybe like oh, this place is already preoccupied. Maybe like around here. Kind of want a place over here. I don't think maybe like around here. There we go, something like that. I think that looks a little bit better. Is it? Maybe like that instead. Honestly, I do kind of get that as well, like a little bit of like a Spanish-esque kitchen. You know what the only thing is missing? Like the spandrels and like the wooden beams and stuff all over the place. And I think it's mostly because of like the wooden cabinetries that we ended up going for. We've done a similar to design, sorry, not design, but like color scheme to that in the last build. Yeah, in the Mediterranean one. Well, Tuscan style. Oh, that was 2 live streams ago, actually. Not this one. Not the other one. Yeah, because the last build that we did was the waterfront one, which is crazy. I know these are like necessity objects and stuff, but we're gonna keep them here. We're gonna keep them. That kitchen is stunning, thank you. Oh, I literally just skipped that and read the Spanish design thingy. I've been here for 4 builds now. The first was the forest type. Oh yeah. Crazy how time flew by. Because I know 4 builds sound like nothing, but like each build is like what 5 to 6, well 5 live streams each or something like that, which is insane. That's 20 live streams if we do the maths. No, you've been here for more than 4 builds. You've been here for like 5 or 6 of them. So more so like 30 live streams. Yeah, I think so. I think that Zara's been yeah, I think Zara's been way more before, I think so at least. I might be wrong about that. Oh, don't let her hear that. She's gonna be like, oh, you're you're ungrateful that you don't remember. But I genuinely, like, so many people come and go and they say hi, so it's like hard to keep track of everything. This could be kind of fun to place somewhere. Ready for the next 30? Oh, I'd love to see it. Would love to see it myself. Okay, by the way, it is match. It has officially ended. England has won. Base game debug. Honestly, I don't really mind not getting like every single bit of clutter 1-to-1 down into my garages. I usually leave them plain. Oh wait, I forgot to do one of my most important things, which is the main thing that I wanted to do. Search table. Completely forgot. I'll probably go back in my own time and add the extra clutter stuff. I don't want to like be searching through debug with you guys 24/7, but I tried to make my fake garages feel a little bit more functional by adding these like woodworking station and stuff like that, like these more functional tables. I feel like it just makes a little bit more sense to just have a few more of these functional objects in these rooms, just to give it a bit more purpose, you know, that you have a reason to get into this garage area. If I don't place these things, I feel like you guys would be like, there's no need to keep this in the build, you know, might as well just get rid of it, replace it with something else. Maybe you guys are already going to do that, who knows? But I think it's a great opportunity to place like a gym area, like a little woodworking station area. I keep going back to this one, but I'm trying to find one that is not this one because the swatches on it, like the wood is a bit too much for me, you know. It's a bit too, the grout's a bit too thick is what I'm trying to say. Like it's a bit too dark. There we go, this one, base game. I mean, this one has really dark grouts as well. Well, I mean, you know what, it kind of has like the hammer and the saw, so I guess let's just use this one. But yeah, something like that. I think that looks nice. I think that looks fine. Almost spoke a new language there, but I think that looks fine. Maybe the broom. Can't wait to see all the FYP drunk people at the bar celebrating. Honestly, they're all celebrating right now, probably. I mean, they have a whole Sunday tomorrow to they have a whole Sunday to chill out. Oh, I need to put my phone on charge. Sunday hangover day. I wonder if people place plants in their garage areas. We're gonna do that just because I want to fill out the space a bit more. Oh my days, it's almost 1 AM. Okay, well, I think that calls. It might be time to call it a day almost, because it is really late. I literally told myself I'm not going to stay this late today, but I still did, so it's great to hear. I mean, the excuse is we had a match, you know, so, you know, there's always an excuse. Maybe add a few columns and stuff within the garage area itself. We're going to a family gathering. Nan and Granddad's coming, so it will be nice to see that. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, great. It would be good for you guys to like spend like quality time with the elders and stuff. You couldn't have left the match this close to the end. Yeah, of course not. I mean, they had like what? Basically 30 minutes, 32 minutes of overtime. Harley, did you see the final result of the match? Did you want to update us? But welcome back. Would you go to a match? Yeah, I would, but I would have to be like planning it. Do you get what I mean? Like it can't be like something spontaneous, otherwise I'm not gonna enjoy it. Have you ever been to a football stadium before? Like match or not, regardless? I'm not someone who like sits at home watching football 24/7 though. I just feel like that's not the best way to spend time. It's more so just for like World Cup related stuff, or if it's just like really crucial things. Like if I really want to like watch a match, I'll probably watch it, but it's not something that I would like sit down and do every single day. Like I'm not like a crazy fanatic. That's why I'm kind of just like, if I don't go, it's not really that deep for me. But same with concerts, they need a lot of planning. Yeah, I don't even go to a lot of concerts, to be honest, either. So I'm not really that out. Well, this is kind of like going back to your question that you had earlier in the stream, which I didn't even answer, like the outgoing question. I would consider myself outgoing, but it's just like I need to be invested into it. You get what I mean? I can't just go out of the blue. It has to be organized. Okay. It feels so weird having these two covered up with curtains and the middle one not. But, you know. And these spotlights, they need to also disappear as well. We have so much empty space within these hallways, which we need to fix up tomorrow for sure. Well, tomorrow we have this going on the second floor. Still don't know if I'm 100% happy with this floor plan. There's a lot of empty space in this like middle section, but I can't do anything with it, you know? There's literally nothing that you could do about this. I mean, I could do something like this, but do I want to? You know, like we could do something like this. I mean, I guess that kind of works, doesn't it? But what would they be? Just extra rooms? Is that what you guys want to see? Like extra bedrooms? If I like make a really big wall like that. Nothing to delete. Oh, we might crash in a minute. Hold on, let me save real quick just in case. We haven't saved in a while actually. This is our second save this entire live stream, which has been basically like 3 hours. Crazy. Especially with how much concert tickets are. Or maybe you could try and do indoor courtyard. Second save is mental. Honestly, I don't know how I've gone this far without saving more than two times. That's not normal me. I think I got too comfortable with not having crashed in the last 2-3 streams. Got way too comfortable there. Maybe I'll start a new build tomorrow and not carry on the upstairs. Or would you guys want to see the upstairs? I don't know. Like, let me know. Should I carry this build on tomorrow or should I move on to something else tomorrow? Because either way it kind of works for me. Like, I don't mind. I can like finish this I can kind of like finish this off alone and then we could start something off brand new. Unless you guys want to see like a full-on complete build on the live streams, then we can definitely do that as well. No, it's not necessarily because I feel drained from it. I still have to get ready for a Monday. So even if I don't show you guys, I still have to get it done, you know. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll finish it off just for the sake of completedness. And then we can move on to a new build on Tuesday, which is when the next live stream will happen. Well, obviously we're going to have one tomorrow, but I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about after this build is finished. Probably on Tuesday. We can do another... I don't know if I want to go this big again though, because I'm loving the vibrancy in this room though. Like these rooms are very nice, very vibrant. Normally you wouldn't see these kind of things from me, but I wanted to get a bit more creative, put the name to use, you know, put it to work a little bit and get a bit more creative with the builds. Tuesday Hogwarts. Is that like a meme or something? Because I'm out the loop. Maybe do an Italian restaurant or something. Oh, you want me to do like a commercial lot? Thanks for the reminder. I should save my build too. Oh yeah, please save your lots if you guys are building or doing CAS at the moment. I would hate for you guys to lose any of your progress, because I think we all know how it feels when we lose something. Like to a random crash out the blue is the worst thing ever. All that work going to waste. But yeah, I have a question though before I head out though. Do you guys care about, you see these hallways? If it like stays a little bit empty like this, like we'll add a few paintings, a few wall sconces here and there, and kind of just call it a day. Like, would you guys care if I just did that? Because what else are you supposed to add in a hallway, right? Like, there's only so much that you can do. Here for the food, 07. Brandon, is that your ult? Is that your ult account? Here for the food. Thank you so much for liking the live. I really do appreciate it though. Use deco rugs. It makes it look fuller. True, we could try something like that. No? I can't lie, I really love this this entryway. Like, that is just, I forget about the ceilings. We need to paint those because of the roof issues. There's going to be a few problems like this within the roofing, so they're not going to be 100% perfect, but that's all right. It's all good. But yeah, I really love the way this looks, like the way it kind of, it has like a very elegant vibe to it, especially with like the statues in between. Super fancy detailing. I really love that. But yeah, I think I'm going to slowly call it a day though. Straight to me. Whoa, you're the only one. What can I say? That entry 10 out of 10, I appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you. Even if you're just saying that so much, I could keep my mood up. I'm gonna take it because, you know, it's late and I can't be arsed. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly head out because I want to be able to stream earlier tomorrow. Hopefully, like maybe start earlier. Sometimes though, an empty. Oh wait, sometimes though, an empty hallway looks better than one that's crammed full, especially in modern houses. Yeah, I agree for sure. Sometimes I feel like as a builder though, I feel like if I don't complete every section of the home, it's gonna feel incomplete. Do you get what I mean? I kind of have like that. Maybe it's like a builder's fallacy or something like that. Like every single builder just kind of thinks that way. But personally for me, I just feel like if I see so many empty areas, I feel like, oh, I'm doing a bad job, and like it's just too empty and people are gonna complain about it. Even though I never get any complaints, but I feel like internally I don't want people just to be like, oh, this part feels so complete, and then you look over in this hallway and it looks so empty. Like obviously I still need to add a few paintings and wall sconces, but I think that's about it. I don't really think I can add anything else. I mean, maybe a few of these marble effects like in between, like as rows or like outlines. Like we could do something with these guys around here. I don't know, that's for tomorrow's dilemma. I don't want to think about that today, but I'm gonna just save again really quickly because I don't know what we just did. I don't think we changed anything, but it doesn't really matter. You don't lose anything from saving again, you know, so might as well just save. No, it's true, it's my style. Honestly, it's my style too. Like I love the way it looks. Like I love my modern homes, but this is a nice mixture between that modern and traditional, very elegant high-end vibe, you know. And to be honest, for some reason, the lighting feels very moody in here. I really like the way it's looking. But anyway, enough waffle from me. I'm going to slowly head out, you guys. Thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in tonight. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you guys have a great sleep or great rest of your days if you guys are early in the Saturday day. But I will be live again tomorrow, probably like earlier than when I started today. So stay tuned for that if you guys want to see the continuation of this build. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go head out, and yeah, it's been a pleasure having you guys on the live stream. I really do appreciate all of you guys. So have a great rest of your days, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So take care, everybody.